pieces of evidence. One on the doorbell camera video. The sheriff still believes somebody will recognize a man in that video through features on his face or clothing and give them a tip, leading investigators to that man. Secondarily, they're working with DNA found in the home. We know from sources it was from a man and a woman. It's not clear the DNA was from somebody actually involved in the crime, but they're working to identify that DNA. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Melania Trump says it's incredible to see the gown she wore to the 2025 inaugural balls on display at the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of American History. First ladies traditionally donate those gowns to the museum. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
This is the News Radio KONP Noon Report.
Todd Ortloff in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday, February 20th. Amazon received its final permit from the city of Port Angeles to build a warehouse and distribution facility on 25.5 acres of a parcel at the northwest corner of West Edgewood Drive and South Critchfield Road. Community and Economic Development Manager Shannon Cartmel told KONP this week the city completed the review of the revised permit applications on January 20th. She said that after all remaining steps for the applicant, such as final payment and acceptance, were completed, the permit was issued on January 23rd. Now, part of the approval, the city has placed 14 mitigation conditions on the permit. They include dust control during construction, securing a stormwater permit from Ecology, and widening a section of Edgewood Drive with 8-foot shoulders, 12-foot lanes, turn lanes, and a sidewalk. We reached out to an Amazon spokesperson to see if they could tell us anything about a timeline for commencing and completing construction. They have not returned our calls. A previous statement from the company said the planned 58,000 square foot facility would take 8 months to build and would eventually employ about 70 people. Some sounds there of a raucous party yesterday, setting the mood in the afternoon as the Coho Ferry came back into service after being in dry dock for its annual winter break. The Welcome Back Canadians Coho event, organized by the director of the Waterfront District, Sam Grello, who told us there were more than Port Angeles residents in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Canadian press that is here today covering the event. We've got Czech News, which is based out of Victoria. We also have CTV, and so they're a national Canadian news outfit, and they'll be here as well. Most Canadians that I've talked to have been really touched by this. They find it to be kind of a heart-melting event.
Sam's words borne out by our talk with one Canadian visitor, Stephanie Gibson.
You're going to bring me to tears because sometimes we just don't feel it right now. But we were so impressed to see all the support with all these people here and the bands, and especially the young kids. That really made my heart sore. So I want to thank you and all those folks there, because Canada loves you. We really do. And I will go home back to Victoria and tell everyone that we are loved.
The importance of the event each year seems to be growing in the minds of elected officials, too. Representatives from the governor's office, U.S. Representative Randall's office was there as well. Even folks from the Port of Seattle came. County and city officials were also there, all backed up by the Port Angeles High School pep band. Here's Port Angeles City Manager Nathan West.
Well, I think it's really important to remember that for Port Angeles, our families also have family across the border. Our tribes have family across the border. Everyone in the community really appreciates and oftentimes lives here because of the opportunity to travel back and forth between British Columbia and Port Angeles. And equally important is how much of an economic driver the Coho is to our local community.
That first trip back from Victoria yesterday carried 86 cars and 52 walk-on passengers, all of whom seemed thrilled by the welcome they received. The Washington State Office of Independent Investigation says its probe into a deadly police shooting in Port Angeles is still active, 90 days after the incident. It centers on the November 17th shooting death of 39-year-old Matthew Tyler Charles during a law enforcement operation in a residential neighborhood. Authorities say the PA police officers were assisting the Olympic Peninsula Narcotics Enforcement Team when an encounter occurred and officers discharged their weapons. Charles died at the scene. Investigators say only officers with PA police fired their weapons. Deputies from the Clallam County Sheriff's Office and other officers from the Sequim Police Department responded but did not use deadly force. The agency says so far they've canvassed 70 homes, collected about 40 videos, including 35 body-worn camera recordings, and submitted 35 items, including firearms, for lab testing, and one public tip has been received. A final report will be out and forwarded to the prosecutors once the full investigation is complete, according to the release. More news after this.
One is overwhelming. Your mind and your heart shut down. That's where Drennan and Ford Funeral Home and Crematory comes in. They took the burden off my family's shoulders and guided us through everything we needed to do. No pushy sales tactics or unanswered questions. They just held our hands and took care of everything we asked. That's why I will always recommend Drennan and Ford for end-of-life decisions. They handle the hurt like no one else can. Call 360-457-1210.
If it's time for new asphalt paving for your dirt, gravel, or damaged driveway, now's the time to call Lakeside Industries for a free estimate. They've been serving this community since 1982 with city, county, and highway projects, of course. But did you know that they do residential and commercial grading, paving, and stormwater too? Well, they're scheduling spring and summer jobs right now, and no job is too small. Just call Lakeside Industries, 452-7803, or lakesideindustries.com.
Sensitive to dust, mold, or allergens? You can breathe easier at McCrory Carpet One, thanks to their Healthier Living installation system that features cleaner installation practices. Their HEPA vacuum system removes the old dust, and a Heathinex antimicrobial treatment is used before they install your new floor. If it's new carpeting in your home, they include their hypoallergenic premium cushion that inhibits the growth of mold and mildew. Best of all, there's no extra charge for this healthier install, only at McCrory Carpet One.
In other news, the founder of 4PA told Port Angeles city leaders this week that while his team continues to clean up abandoned homeless encampments, the scale of the problem is growing, and the city needs a clearer plan on it. Joe Descala told the city council that over the past 4.5 years, 4PA has removed more than 400,000 pounds of trash from abandoned camps on property around the city. He said the last quarter of last year was the busiest one they've had, with more than 40,000 pounds removed in just 3 months.
In Tumwater Creek alone, we average about 1,500 pounds of garbage removed every single week. 1,920 pounds today, actually. If we stop tomorrow, the accumulation would continue at this rate. I've got the numbers to show it. And these would be directly in sensitive watersheds.
Descala stressed that 4PA does not dismantle active camps or take personal belongings, but said abandoned sites are often heavily contaminated, lots of drug paraphernalia, human waste, rotting food, and debris left behind in sensitive areas. He told council members that delays in addressing camps allowed damage to compound, pointing to sites that lingered for months before cleanup could begin. At the same time, Descala said the issue isn't about punishing people experiencing homelessness. He told the council that not everyone living outside behaves the same way, and that caring for people and protecting the community are not mutually exclusive.
And so I think that some people have the opinion that if we clean up, then obviously we're causing harm and we're taking people's things, because you can't do that and help somebody at the same time, and I don't think that's true.
Descala urged the city to adopt a formal encampment reporting and response system, including rapid site visits, health and safety rankings, better outreach, and clear timelines when camps pose serious risks. He said without a defined strategy, his team will keep working 6 days a week, but the problems will not shrink. City leaders said the issue will likely return for more discussion as the city weighs its next steps. This is News Radio KONP.
As each season changes, one thing stays the same. Airport Garden Center is always here to help your yard and garden grow. Airport Garden Center opened for business in 1977 as a pet, plant, and feed store by Eldora and Floyd Matthews. The family-run operation continues with Mark and Betsy Matthews passionately managing the business to this day. Their family provides your family quality service, products, and expert advice for a fun, rewarding, pet and child-friendly shopping atmosphere. We love helping you plan next season by offering monthly special savings too. Go to airportgarden.biz for current specials and seasonal classes and events, or just stop on by our spacious indoor-outdoor garden center on Edgewood Drive in Port Angeles to chat with the experts. Airport Garden Center, planting knowledge, growing gardeners since 1977.
In 1983, Tom and Ida McEwen opened All Weather Heating and Cooling, their vision for a family-owned and operated business with personalized customer service made them the #1 choice for your heating and cooling needs. In 2014, their daughter Janae and her business partner Dustin Halverson purchased All Weather. In preserving Tom and Ida's vision, customer service is still top priority and your only local authorized carrier dealer. All Weather Heating and Cooling, because everyone calls us.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Daytime highs approaching 41 this afternoon under overcast skies with a slight chance of rain. Winds out of the northeast around 5 miles per hour. Overcast skies again tonight. Slight chance for rain. Lows dip down to about 33. Rain likely tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 47. Overcast skies. Upper 40s Sunday with rain likely. Turning cooler Monday with highs in the mid-40s. Chance for showers continues. Taking a look at the extended forecast. 47 Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, and 47 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 37.
I'm Jim Basswell. Let's tip it off with East contenders at Madison Square Garden.
He's coming in. 79-71 Detroit. Cade splits the defense, goes to the and threw it down with the left hand. 81-71. Okay.
Yeah, man.
An impact throwdown from Cade. 97 won the ticket. Cunningham, 42 points, 13 assists. Pistons, 126-111 over the Knicks. They've beaten them in all 3 meetings this season. Jalen Brunson, 30 to lead New York in defeat. Pistons 6 up on the Celtics, 7 up on New York and Cleveland in the East. Speaking of Boston, Peyton Pritchard, 26 points, 6 threes. Jaylen Brown, a triple-double of 23 points, 15 rebounds, and 13 assists as Boston wins at Golden State 121-110. Steph Curry had a second MRI in his right knee. No structural damage. The 2-time MVP will miss at least another 5 games before being reevaluated. Kevin Durant, 35 points. Rockets held off the Hornets 105-101. Stephon Castle, 20. Victor Wembanyama, 17 points, 11 rebounds. San Antonio won their 7th straight, 121-94 over the Suns. Cavaliers have won 6 in a row. They rout the Nets 112-84. Paolo Banchero, 30. Magic beat Sacramento 131-94. Kings a franchise record 15th straight loss. Jalen Johnson, 32. Hawks best the Sixers without Joel Embiid, 117-107. And from the Olympic Games, Megan Keller, the overtime winner for the United States, 3rd Olympic hockey gold, 2-1 over Canada. Hilary Knight scored the game-tying tally with just over 2 minutes to go. Men's semis today, USA, Slovakia, while the other semifinal offers Canada and Finland for a trip to the gold medal skate.
In local sports, just when it looked like the Port Angeles boys basketball team might be down and out, the Rough Riders regrouped and got some sweet revenge over the Sequim Wolves with a 56-45 win in a loser-out district playoff game last night. It was nearly a year ago that Sequim eliminated PA in a winner-to-regionals loser-out matchup, making this one especially emotional for the Rough Riders. KONP's play-by-play announcer Greg Thomas said the difference was clear. He said, quote, Hunter Flores came up huge on the boards. On defense, shooting, he had it all, but most of all, a will to win. Port Angeles didn't panic inside the press, and Brock Hope disrupted a lot of shots inside. Brody Pierce and Hunter Flores shared high point honors with 19 points each, while Brock Hope added 8. Now the Rough Riders head right back into the pressure cooker against 15-8 Franklin Pierce. The Cardinals are a mirror image of Clover Park and are led by athletic 6'5" do-it-all guard Hakeem Collins, who averages 14 points and 7 rebounds per game. During the season, Franklin Pierce beat Clover Park 60-53, then later lost to them 72-53. The Rough Riders earlier this week were handed a tough loss by Clover Park. Tip-off set for 5:15 Saturday night at Bremerton High School, the winner advancing to the Sweet 16 regional round. On the girls' side, the Port Angeles Rough Riders have a big opportunity in front of them tonight. They take on number 4 seed 14-7 Steilacoom in a district semifinal. An automatic regional berth's on the line. Tip-off at 7 at Bainbridge High School tonight. Now, Steilacoom has beaten Ording twice this season by scores of 41-36, 56-37. And on Wednesday night, the Sentinels knocked off Sequim 44-38 in a game the Wolves played without Gracie Chartraw. The Port Angeles girls currently hold an RPI ranking of number 12, a win over Steilacoom, and then another win over the winner of the Fife-Bainbridge matchup in the district championship would put the Rough Riders in strong position for a high regional seed and a potential path to state. That said, beating the Spartans for a third time this season, especially on their home floor, could be a not-so-easy task. Now, we'll have tonight's girls' game on the air, about 6:45 airtime. Greg Thomas, Destin Clark, and Kyler McCaslin will have the call. And finally, NWAC action tomorrow as the Peninsula College Pirate men face a must-win game at Olympic College. They'll tip off at 2. The Pirate women will tip off at 4 o'clock.
This is Ed from Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales. Our family has trucked hay to feed the hungry animals in western Washington for 4 generations. In that time, we have built a growing legacy of serving the needs of our customers, and we've never stopped. In 2014, we ventured into the equipment world by becoming a dealer and service provider for Mahindra tractors. Since then, we have partnered with quality brands such as Bad Boy, Aaron's Gravely, LS Tractor, Husqvarna, Snake River Trailers, and now Wacker Noyson Construction Equipment. We have a 3-bay shop where we not only service the brands we sell, but we also work on most major brands including Kubota, John Deere, and New Holland. We carry a wide variety of parts, filters, belts, and fluids. We have a fully stocked hydraulic shop and can build hoses for most machines while you wait. Chainsaw or weed eater needs some TLC, we work on small engines too. We even offer welding and fabrication services. We have been earning the Peninsula's trust for over 25 years with your animal's care. We look forward to earning your trust with your equipment's care too.
News Radio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. President Trump says he'll sign an order imposing a 10% global tariff after the Supreme Court struck down the bulk of the levies he imposed last year. He says he's also eyeing tariffs on foreign cars ranging from 15 to 30%, and that he expected the new baseline rate to go into effect 3 days from now. The court ruled 6-3 that Trump had exceeded his authority by invoking a federal emergency powers law to impose his reciprocal tariffs across the globe. U.S. stocks overall are actually trailing their international peers. Bank of America finds U.S. stocks have attracted only 26% of money flowing into funds around the world so far this year. That is a drop from the peak of 92% in 2022. Big winners so far, funds in Europe and Japan. Live Nation says its concerts had a global attendance of 159 million fans last year, up 8 million from the year prior. It says its early 2026 ticket sales have seen more than 80% of large venue shows already booked. Matt Piper, Bloomberg Radio.
Experience comfort at Angelus Furniture with IMG Comfort Furniture. Receive 10% off all orders and products in all sizes, colors, and models. Now through March 16th, take 10% off beautiful pieces like IMG Peak, Devani, Chelsea and Verona models with all recliners, Power Plus, and swivel gliding. 10% off IMG Comfort Furniture, including quick ship and special order. Through March 16th, only at Angelus Furniture, 1113 East 1st Street.
Pardon me, excuse me. Frequent bathroom breaks getting in the way? It may be time to see a urologist. Our skilled urology team at Olympic Medical Center is ready to see you. Whether you're dealing with prostate problems, incontinence, or a feeling that you always need to go, a referral from your doctor to an OMC urologist is just what you need. Learn more today at olympicmedical.org/urology.
News Radio KONP, traffic and roads.
Now let's head up to Clallam Transit Dispatch Center now, and that is where Troy's standing by. He's got an eye on the noontime traffic for us. Good afternoon, Troy.
Hey, good afternoon, Todd. Just taking a look around the noontime traffic. Sequim seems to be the heavy spot this afternoon. A little more volume in the Sequim downtown area. Nothing that's really going to slow you from getting from end to, one end to the other. Just a little more volume. So really pretty normal for a Friday afternoon. Port Angeles, we're seeing heavy volumes, but not quite as heavy as Sequim. Looking out on the east end, people are moving through just fine. Just a little more volume in and around Port Angeles area, which includes all of our side streets. Looking out west, traffic is light out that way. No issues. Roads are in good condition out that way. No problems to report out on the west end for 101, 112, or 113. 101 between Port Angeles and Sequim is looking just fine. No issues there. Everybody's moving around the speed limit. And then let's go 101, 104 south and east of Sequim. No issues there. Light traffic, no problems. Hood Canal Bridge at the moment is open for vehicle traffic. No scheduled marine closures. And actually, I take that back. There is a scheduled marine closure coming up here in about 20 minutes. So if you're headed down towards the bridge, do expect to have the bridge opening here soon, and traffic will be stopped. So, yeah, if you're headed that way, be prepared for a little bit of a delay. Then just checking the Washington State ferries. Everybody looks like they're running good on the Washington State ferries. So all in all, not bad. But again, if you're headed towards the Hood Canal Bridge, that bridge is scheduled to open right around 12:45. So other than that, yeah, things are looking good. We'll talk again here in about a half hour. This is Troy reporting live from Clown Transit for KOMP.
Thank you, Troy. And your weather forecast today calls for things to cloud up this afternoon. Maybe a little rain mixed with a snowflake or two in the higher hills this afternoon. High's going to be in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Snow level about 1,000 feet. Tonight, cloudy, some rain, maybe mixed with a snowflake about 1,500 feet. Those will be in the low to mid 30s. And then tomorrow, mostly cloudy, chance of rain, maybe with a little snow mixed in the morning. Then mostly cloudy with rain likely in the afternoon. We are expecting highs tomorrow mid to upper 40s. Currently across the North Olympic Peninsula, down in the east end, Fort Townsend is at 40 now. Out west, Forks is at 38. It's 44 in Sequim. And out at Fairchild Airport, 37 degrees at last check.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
When screen time really started becoming a thing we had to think about for our kids, the guidance from pediatricians and other experts was sometimes too restrictive or oversimplified. This many hours a day for this or that. Now we know it's not just quantity, but quality that matters. Ideally, you'd be sitting with your kids and talking about what you're watching together, not just plugging them in alone. Caitlin Reger, author of the book Smartphone Nation, says another thing you might think about is something known as the walkthrough method, where you open up a frequently used application, scroll through a normal period of usage, and then talk about it. Or maybe do a weekly check-in with your kid where each of you brings one piece of content that made you feel good, one that made you feel bad, and one that made you question something. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Build your team, build it sooner. Beat your match on ZipRecruiter.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. All your roles, fill them sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart, and this is One Moment in America. We've all seen the pictures and cartoons of Uncle Sam, but did you know that Uncle Sam was a real person? I'll tell you that story after this important message.
Hello, Jerry Stewart here for Liberty Village. In a world that moves fast, it can be hard to find moments that truly matter. That's why Liberty Village is offering free monthly Founding Values family lessons sent straight to your inbox. Each lesson highlights a core founding value like courage, integrity, perseverance, through powerful stories from our American history. And with simple activities and family discussions, you can create meaningful conversations right at home. So reconnect now with what matters most. Sign up today at libertyvillage.org/education. That's libertyvillage.org/education to help your family grow closer through the values that built a nation. See you there.
What most people don't know today is that the idea of Uncle Sam is actually based on a real person named Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson was a meat packer in the early 1800s who supplied our American troops during the War of 1812. The meat was shipped to the troops in large barrels stamped U.S., and when someone asked what those initials stood for, somebody said Uncle Sam, and the name just stuck. They began to refer to the meat as Uncle Sam's meat. They referred to themselves as Uncle Sam's Army and that they were fighting for Uncle Sam. Very interesting. I'm Jerry Stewart, and that was One Moment in America.
This is Jonathan Pasternak, Artistic Director of the Port Angeles Symphony Orchestra, inviting you to join me for a concert filled with romance and excitement, Saturday, February 21st at 7:30 p.m. at the Port Angeles High School Performing Arts Center. Violinist James Garlick will be our soloist for Samuel Barber's beautiful violin concerto. The program also includes Aaron Copland's evocative Quiet City and ends with Antonin Dvorak's powerful Seventh Symphony. The concert is Saturday evening, February 21st at 7:30, with a pre-concert chat for ticket holders at 6:30. There will also be a public dress rehearsal at 10 a.m. that morning. Tickets are available online at portangelessymphony.org, at Port Book and News, at the door, or by calling 457-5579. See you at the Symphony.
Olympic Hot Tub Super Smart Top Special is here. Hey, it's Ryan Rowland-Smith. This is your chance to save now on your new hot tub and get a free Smart Top worth $3,700. Take it from me because I have one. Smart Top is the ultimate cover for your tub. Strong, long-lasting, and ready to defend your tub against northwest weather. Super Smart Top special savings will make you feel, well, super. Details at OlympicHotTub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
When the news day winds down and you're ready to turn up the good times, flip the dial to Z104.9 Classic Hits. From the Eagles to Elton John, Fleetwood Mac to Phil Collins, it's the soundtrack of the North Olympic Peninsula. You'll hear the songs you grew up with, and it's all right here at Z104.9 FM. Classic hits for the North Olympic Peninsula.
Breaking news at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Supreme Court has struck down most of President Trump's tariffs in a major blow to his economic strategy.
Were Chief Justice John Roberts, as well as two justices that Trump himself appointed in his first term, Justices Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett. The court's three liberal justices were also part of the majority. The court did not address how or whether any of the money collected so far, which is roughly $130 billion according to federal data through December, whether any of that would have to be refunded, and if so, how.
As correspondent Mark Sherman, the president pushed back and he said the tariffs can still be salvaged.
All of those tariffs remain. They all remain. I don't know if you know that or not. They all remain. We're still getting them, and we will after the decision. I guess there's nobody left to appeal to. But again, those three people, such respect. I've had a lot of respect for them anyway, but such great respect. But other alternatives will now be used to replace the ones that the court incorrectly rejected.
And the decision does not affect all of Trump's tariffs, but does invalidate those implemented using emergency laws. A Portland, Oregon company recalling 3.4 million pounds of frozen chicken fried rice products sold at Trader Joe's because they could contain pieces of glass.
No injuries have been reported. The fried rice is produced by Ajinomoto Foods North America in Portland, Oregon. It's sold in 20-ounce plastic bags. The effective packages have best sell dates of September 8th through November 17th, 2026, and the establishment number inside the USDA mark of inspection is P18356. Customers are being asked to throw out the product or return it to where it was purchased. I'm Donna Warder.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Police searched the former home of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor again on Friday, one day after he was arrested and held in custody for nearly 11 hours on suspicion of misconduct in relation to his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Legal expert Joshua Rosenberg told Sky News.
The police are continuing their investigations. They're continuing to examine Royal Lodge. They will then move on and look for other documents elsewhere. After all, he was trade envoy for 10 years, started 25 years ago, I think. And so there's plenty of material in government archives, in government records, perhaps in palace records, that they will want to look through before they can decide whether they have enough evidence. But in the meantime, as far as we know, he's free to carry on with his life and wait to see what happens.
The Department of Justice has released more than 3 million pages of Epstein-related files under the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. South Korea's former President Yoon Suk-yeol has been sentenced to life in prison for his brief imposition of martial law to suppress the opposition.
Yoon's lawyer, Yoon Kap-kyun, approached reporters outside the court after the sentencing and criticized Thursday's ruling. He said that the judge simply followed the conclusion predetermined by the special prosecutor. The judge at the Central District Court in Seoul found Yoon guilty of rebellion. He said by mobilizing military and police forces, he illegally attempted to seize the Liberal-led National Assembly, arrest politicians, and establish unchecked power for a considerable time. Yoon is likely to appeal the verdict. I'm Karen Shamas.
On Wall Street, the major index is responding well to today's Supreme Court decision on tariffs. Right now, the Dow is up 163 points, NASDAQ up 171. More on these stories at townhall.com.
This is the News Radio KONP Noon Report.
Todd Ortloff in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday, February 20th. Amazon received its final permit from the city of Port Angeles to build a warehouse and distribution facility on 25.5 acres of a parcel at the northwest corner of West Edgewood Drive and South Critchfield Road. Community and Economic Development Manager Shannon Cartmel told KONP this week the city completed the review of the revised permit applications on January 20th. She said that after all remaining steps for the applicant, such as final payment and acceptance, were completed, the permit was issued on January 23rd. Now, part of the approval, the city has placed 14 mitigation conditions on the permit. They include dust control during construction, securing a stormwater permit from Ecology, and widening a section of Edgewood Drive with 8-foot shoulders, 12-foot lanes, turn lanes, and a sidewalk. We reached out to an Amazon spokesperson to see if they could tell us anything about a timeline for commencing and completing construction. They have not returned our calls. A previous statement from the company said the planned 58,000 square foot facility would take 8 months to build and would eventually employ about 70 people. Some sounds there of a raucous party yesterday, setting the mood in the afternoon as the Coho Ferry came back into service after being in dry dock for its annual winter break. The Welcome Back Canadians Coho event, organized by the director of the Waterfront District, Sam Grello, who told us there were more than Port Angeles residents in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Canadian press that is here today covering the event. We've got Czech News, which is based out of Victoria. We also have CTV, and so they're a national Canadian news outfit, and they'll be here as well. Most Canadians that I've talked to have been really touched by this. They find it to be kind of a heart-melting event.
Sam's words borne out by our talk with one Canadian visitor, Stephanie Gibson.
You're going to bring me to tears because sometimes we just don't feel it right now. But we were so impressed to see all the support with all these people here and the bands, and especially the young kids. That really made my heart sore. So I want to thank you and all those folks there, because Canada loves you. We really do. And I will go home back to Victoria and tell everyone that we are loved.
The importance of the event each year seems to be growing in the minds of elected officials, too. Representatives from the governor's office, U.S. Representative Randall's office was there as well. Even folks from the Port of Seattle came. County and city officials were also there, all backed up by the Port Angeles High School pep band. Here's Port Angeles City Manager Nathan West.
Well, I think it's really important to remember that for Port Angeles, our families also have family across the border. Our tribes have family across the border. Everyone in the community really appreciates and oftentimes lives here because of the opportunity to travel back and forth between British Columbia and Port Angeles. And equally important is how much of an economic driver the Coho is to our local community.
That first trip back from Victoria yesterday carried 86 cars and 52 walk-on passengers, all of whom seemed thrilled by the welcome they received. The Washington State Office of Independent Investigation says its probe into a deadly police shooting in Port Angeles is still active, 90 days after the incident. It centers on the November 17th shooting death of 39-year-old Matthew Tyler Charles during a law enforcement operation in a residential neighborhood. Authorities say the PA police officers were assisting the Olympic Peninsula Narcotics Enforcement Team when an encounter occurred and officers discharged their weapons. Charles died at the scene. Investigators say only officers with PA police fired their weapons. Deputies from the Clallam County Sheriff's Office and other officers from the Sequim Police Department responded but did not use deadly force. The agency says so far they've canvassed 70 homes, collected about 40 videos, including 35 body-worn camera recordings, and submitted 35 items, including firearms, for lab testing, and one public tip has been received. A final report will be out and forwarded to the prosecutors once the full investigation is complete, according to the release. More news after this.
It's winter clearance time at Brown's Outdoor. Come in and take advantage of clearance pricing on all your favorite brands. And for a limited time, take an additional 10% off clearance clothing. Also, check out our selection of hats and gloves for those chilly weather walks or hikes. Don't forget to take a gander at our current footwear clearance, along with sales on select MSR snowshoes. When it comes to winter adventures, Brown's has you covered from head to toe. Family owned and outfitting you and your family since 1919.
The 41st Annual KONP Home Show is coming March 14th and 15th to the Port Angeles High School Gymnasiums, and a few vendor booths are still available. If you sell it, build it, fix it, paint it, wire it, landscape it, design it, or dream it, you need to be there. Put your business front and center while customers get ready to plan their next project. Space is limited. Reserve your KONP Home Show booth today by calling 360-457-1450.
Swain's has everything, and as we know, that always includes a fantastic sale. The President's Day sale, going on now, is filled with savings even the smallest budgets will love. Check out a must-have in this muddy, wet weather, a Northwest boot scrubber. It's only $16.87. All women's silver jeans are 20% off, and all women's and kids' gloves are 30% off. Stay warm with savings on men's thermal hood zip sweatshirts, all only $14.87 each. These deals and so many more at Swain's General Store.
In other news, the founder of 4PA told Port Angeles city leaders this week that while his team continues to clean up abandoned homeless encampments, the scale of the problem is growing, and the city needs a clearer plan on it. Joe DeScala told the city council that over the past 4.5 years, 4PA has removed more than 400,000 pounds of trash from abandoned camps on property around the city. He said the last quarter of last year was the busiest one they've had, with more than 40,000 pounds removed in just 3 months.
In Tumwater Creek alone, we average about 1,500 pounds of garbage removed every single week. 1,920 pounds today, actually. If we stop tomorrow, the accumulation would continue at this rate. I've got the numbers to show it. And these would be directly in sensitive watersheds.
Descala stressed that 4PA does not dismantle active camps or take personal belongings, but said abandoned sites are often heavily contaminated, lots of drug paraphernalia, human waste, rotting food, and debris left behind in sensitive areas. He told council members that delays in addressing camps allow damage to compound, pointing to sites that lingered for months before cleanup could begin. At the same time, Descala said the issue isn't about punishing people experiencing homelessness. He told the council that not everyone living outside behaves the same way, and that caring for people and protecting the community are not mutually exclusive.
And so I think that some people have the opinion that if we clean up, then obviously we're causing harm and we're taking people's things, because you can't do that and help somebody at the same time, and I don't think that's true.
Descala urged the city to adopt a formal encampment reporting and response system, including rapid site visits, health and safety rankings, better outreach, and clear timelines when camps pose serious risks. He said without a defined strategy, his team will keep working 6 days a week, but the problems will not shrink. City leaders said the issue will likely return for more discussion as the city weighs its next steps. This is News Radio KONP.
Hey friends, Pepper here, host of the Afternoon News. We have a new feature this winter for anyone who likes to play in the snow up at Hurricane Ridge. Each Friday afternoon, listen for the Above the Gate Weekend Ski Report. Get up-to-the-minute details on the weather forecast up top, snow conditions, and special events. The Above the Gate Weekend Ski Report. Fridays at 4:45 and 5:45. Presented by Mighty Pine Brewing and Angelus Tap Room.
Olympic Game Farm is the place for you. Better than the circus or a day at the zoo. There's llamas and there's lions and a race for you. Olympic Game Farm is the place for you. Say hello to a buffalo, stick out his tongue. This place is just amazing for the old and the young. These zebras or a tiger might catch your eye. They've even got a bear who'll wave goodbye. It's so much fun, so bring your dad and your mom. Look us up at onlygamefarm.com.
Meet Tommy the Tomato.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
He's just a little sprout, but he's got big dreams.
I'm growing up in a cozy greenhouse from Jungle Jane's.
Tommy's home is warm, sunny, and perfectly humid because Jungle Jane's knows greenhouses.
And I'm being raised on hydroponics. No dirt, no drama, just happy roots.
Start your growing story at Jungle Jane's with hydroponic systems, greenhouses, and everything your garden needs. Jungle Jane's on the roundabout by Costco in Squim.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Daytime highs approaching 41 this afternoon under overcast skies with a slight chance of rain. Winds out of the northeast around 5 miles per hour. Overcast skies again tonight, slight chance for rain. Lows dip down to about 33. Rain likely tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 47. Overcast skies. Upper 40s Sunday with rain likely. Turning cooler Monday with highs in the mid-40s. Chance for showers continues. Taking a look at the extended forecast. 47 Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, and 47 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 37.
Girls basketball on the air tonight, 5:45 airtime. District playoffs continue here on KONP. Now with the rest of the national sports, here's Robert Workman.
It was fire on ice for Team USA at the Winter Olympics on Thursday. In hockey, the U.S. women rallied to beat their rivals Canada 2-1 in overtime for the gold medal. Captain Hillary Knight scored the tying goal with just over 2 minutes left in regulation. Her 15 career Olympic goals and 33 points, the most for any U.S. hockey player, male or female. In OT, it was Megan Keller netting the winner.
A lot of pride goes into that, and yeah, it's never easy. It's not easy to win these, so just so happy for our group.
Aaron Frankel made 30 saves. Men's hockey semifinals today, Canada versus Finland, then the U.S. against Slovakia. The winners meet Sunday for the last gold medal of these games. Figure skating, Alyssa Liu vaulted from her third-place performance in the short program all the way to gold with an electrifying free skate.
I mean, I'm just so happy with my performance tonight. It was everything I wanted it to be, and I'm glad that I was hyped, the crowd was hyped, and I just remembered to breathe through it.
Liu becomes the first U.S. woman to win Olympic figure skating gold since Sarah Hughes at Salt Lake in 2002. Jordan Stolz nearly made it, 3 for the U.S. He was less than a second off the pace in the 1,500-meter speed skating to go with his golds in the 500 and 1,000-meter races. So the U.S. now has 27 medals, trailing only Norway, which has won the most medals at each of the last 3 Winter Games. The NBA resumed last night. Cade Cunningham's 42 points and 13 assists led the Pistons past the Knicks, 126-111. Detroit begins the stretch drive with the best record in the association at 41-13, percentage points ahead of the defending champions from Oklahoma City, which tips off its second half tonight. The Clippers nosed out the Nuggets 115-114. Benedict Mathurin scored 16 of his game-high 38 points in the fourth quarter. Spurs won their 7th straight, blocking out the Suns. Cavaliers cut down the Nets for their 6th win in a row. Magic manhandled the Kings. Sacramento has lost its last 15 games. That's Friday Sports.
The NPBA's 27th Annual Building and Remodeling Expo is February 21st and 22nd. Explore innovative products and services from over 30 vendors. Connect with industry experts. Discover latest trends in home improvement. And don't miss vendor demos on Saturday. The NPBA Building and Remodeling Expo, presented by First Fed and the North Peninsula Building Association, happening February 21st and 22nd at their new location in Port Angeles at the Vern Burton Community Center. Admission is free.
Come see Price Ford when shopping for your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Interested in a new Ford F-150 for those tough tasks? A sleek Ford Mustang? Or a versatile Escape for your daily commute? Price Ford has a comprehensive selection for every need and budget. Our knowledgeable sales team will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your lifestyle and budget. Price Ford, next to Walmart in Port Angeles. Always right on the price.
News Radio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. President Trump says he'll sign an order imposing a 10% global tariff after the Supreme Court struck down the bulk of the levies he imposed last year and pledged a host of investigations that could allow him to enact more import taxes. It comes after the 6-3 court ruling that he exceeded his authority. California Governor Gavin Newsom urged Trump to return billions of dollars collected under those sweeping U.S. tariffs, with New York Governor Kathy Hochul agreeing that the tariffs should be refunded. The Supreme Court did not address how to handle refund claims, leaving lower courts to decide, and potential refund claims could total as much as $170 billion. Stocks had been weary of U.S.-Iran relations. Trump said he's considering a limited military strike on Iran to force the country to accept a deal over its nuclear program. The U.S. has deployed a vast array of forces in the region as of late, including 2 aircraft carriers, fighter jets, and refueling tankers. Matt Piper, Bloomberg Radio.
Get a last check of the noontime commute next.
Buying locally doesn't always mean paying more. At McCrory Carpet One, they're a part of a cooperative that bands together over 1,000 family businesses just like them to form the largest floor buying group in America. Together, they buy over $7 billion in flooring. That means not only do you get the best prices and quality installation, but you help support local jobs and families. McCrory Carpet One has been proudly serving our community for over 60 years. Always priced right, always done right. McCrory Carpet One.
Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales is loving on you this month with 25% off everything in their spectacular savings tent, with new inventory categories added each week. From home goods to pet supplies to equipment big and small, Leeds is taking 25% off. Forget love, I'd rather fall in savings. Fall into your savings this whole month with new deals added each week at Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales in Squim.
News Radio KONP, traffic and roads.
Back up to Clallam Transit Dispatch Center we go, and that is where Troy's standing by with a last look at the noontime roads for us. Good afternoon, Troy.
Hey, good afternoon, Todd. Let's start down the Hood Canal Bridge, which currently is closed vehicle traffic. We have a marine opening in progress. It started about 10 minutes ago. So if you're headed down that way, I'd expect some delays in that area, up to an hour typically is what the website says. So, just be prepared for that as you're headed down to the Hood Canal Bridge. It is closed to vehicle traffic at the moment. Washington State ferries are looking good. No issues there. Everybody seems to be running on time on the ferries today. Let's check 101, 104, Highway 20 to Port Townsend. Everything east of Squim is looking good on the roadways. No other issues to report down that way. Sequim itself is, you're pretty busy in the downtown area. I do see some slowdowns at Sequim Avenue and Washington Street, which is pretty typical this time of day. And you're a little slow moving as you get out of the city, either east or west on Washington. So it's pretty typical for this time of day. Nothing too bad there. 101 between Port Angeles and Sequim. A few more vehicles are out on the road right now. You are moving at or about the speed limit on 101 between the two cities, so no big deal there. And let's see, going into Morris Creek, I see a few more vehicles in and around that area, so traffic starts to thicken up as you come through the Morris Creek dip and into the Walmart area. I do see some traffic coming up out of there right now on the camera. So, yeah, and as you get in past that, in towards Brook Street where the construction is, it'll be a little slower through there with the noontime traffic. Let's see, checking into Port Angeles itself within the city limits, first, front, and a lot of your side streets are, you've got some good volume out there right now, so it's going to be a little slower going through the main portions of Port Angeles, but nothing too bad there. And then as we move our way through Port Angeles and head west, 101, 112, and also 113 all look in fine shape, no problems. Any leftover ice or snow that was there this morning is definitely gone now. So other than that, yeah, you're looking pretty good. I don't have any issues to report out that way other than some light traffic. All our buses are pretty much running on time in this noon hour, so all in all, not a bad end to your lunchtime traffic. All right, you guys take care. We'll talk to you again soon. This is Troy reporting live from Clown Transit for KOMP.
All right, let's talk to you then about 4:20 this afternoon. Thanks, Troy. You're with your forecast clouding up. Maybe a little rain developing later this afternoon. Snow level about 1,000 feet, so some flakes on the higher hills. Highs getting to the mid-40s today. Cloudy and a slight chance of rain and snow mixed above 1,500 feet. For tonight, lows will be in the low to mid-30s. Cloudy, maybe a little rain and snow mixed in the morning, then just mostly cloudy the rest of the day Saturday. And your highs will be in the mid to upper 40s. Right now across the North Peninsula, let's see, we've got Port Townsend at 40 degrees. Out west at Forks, it's 42. 44 now in Sequim. And out at Fairchild Airport, it is 37 degrees at last check. Well, Hollywood saying goodbye to the leading man known as McSteamy. Actor Eric Dane, star of shows like Euphoria and The Last Ship, perhaps best known, though, for his role as Dr. Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy. His family now says that he has died at the age of 53. More from ABC's Sophie Flay.
It was spring of last year when Dane announced he'd been diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. He opened up to Diane Sawyer.
Yeah, my left side is functioning. My right side is completely stopped working.
Just 10 months after going public with his diagnosis, Dane passed away yesterday. A spokesperson saying he spent his final days surrounded by dear friends, his devoted wife, and his two beautiful daughters, Billy and Georgia.
Facebook's founder and Instagram CEO Mark Zuckerberg has been in court on the hot seat all week. The outcome of this trial could literally change social media. The central question: was Facebook and Instagram intentionally designed to be addictive to children and teens and causing mental health harm to tens of millions? I'm Kim Commando for WebRoot. WebRoot Essentials protects all your devices without slowing you down. Get 62% off right now at webroot.com/Kim. This case is called KGM versus Meta. It also involves YouTube. Instagram is especially in the crosshairs. A 20-year-old woman and her mother in the lawsuit claim the young woman experienced severe depression, anxiety, and body image issues because of her uncontrollable use and addictive nature of Instagram, that it was purposely designed that way. The most damning evidence in the case? Zuckerberg keeps his own children off of all social media. To me, that says everything. Get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Tried a lot of antivirus software over the years, and when something better comes along, I switch. That's why I've moved to WebRoot Essentials. WebRoot Essentials is a cloud-based AI-powered antivirus app that was designed to evolve with today's threats. It's fast, lightweight protection that works across all my devices without slowing me down. If you need another reason to switch, get this. WebRoot Essentials recently ranked #1 in independent Passmark performance studies against 9 other brands, like Norton, McAfee, and even Microsoft Defender. The study found that WebRoot Essentials scans 6 times faster, uses far less memory, and takes up 33% less space on your computer. I've seen the difference WebRoot has made for my devices, and now you can too. My listeners get 62% off WebRoot Essentials at webroot.com/Kim. Get the #1 ranked antivirus protection for just $19 a year right now at webroot.com/Kim. Webroot.com/Kim. Go now while you're thinking about it. Webroot.com/Kim.
If you can't get over that humiliating incident at work, you may not be getting enough sleep. I'm going to share intel that explains how insomnia can make it harder to keep our emotions in check. Next, in today's Intelligence for Your Life Minute.
Thousands of amazing finds are hitting Macy's stores for one-day sale. We're talking incredible deals on so many styles, like trending juniors denim, lightweight packable jackets, even luggage sets for your next trip. And it's all 40 to 60% off. That's over half off. Plus, with Star Money bonus days, members earn rewards even faster. See you at Macy's one-day sale today. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
So if you can't get over a humiliating incident at work, blame your lack of sleep, because it turns out getting a good night's sleep helps your brain resolve emotions, eliminate stress, and put cringeworthy moments into perspective. The Netherlands Institute for Neuroscience recruited insomniacs and normal sleepers and had everybody sing karaoke while wearing headphones so they couldn't hear their voices and find the correct pitch. Then they listened to playbacks of their own performance before and after they slept. The results? Good sleepers had about the same embarrassment levels, but insomniacs felt significantly more embarrassed about their singing. It's because brains of good sleepers showed little reaction in the limbic system, the brain area that governs emotions, while the brains of insomniacs showed huge emotional reactions. Bottom line, if you want to better cope with embarrassing incidents, get some sleep. I'm John Tesh with today's Intelligence for Your Life Minute.
Meet Jean. She calls Lavender Meadows in Sequim home. It's the kind of place where mornings feel unhurried, neighbors know your name, and life is meant to be enjoyed.
It's just the camaraderie. We have potlucks here, we have Thanksgiving here. I've made some very nice friends, and it's just a nice atmosphere.
Come home to Lavender Meadows in Sequim. Visit lavendermeadowsmhc.com to learn more.
Are you thinking about a new roof, siding, or windows for your home? Give Tri-State a call. Tri-State installs GAF roofing products, James Hardy siding, and Pella replacement windows. And right now, Tri-State is offering huge savings. The first step is a free estimate. Call 360-208-2222 or visit tristate.pro.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. Reaction from the top after a 6-justice majority struck down most of President Trump's tariffs, the cornerstone of his economic and foreign policies.
Their decision's incorrect, but it doesn't matter because we have very powerful alternatives that have been approved by this decision. You know, they've been approved by the decision.
Mr. Trump unleashing the type of sharp personal criticism on the Supreme Court apparently unique for chief executives. The ruling says the Constitution is clear that Congress has to approve all taxes. On the two justices he picked for the court, Gorsuch and Barrett, who voted against him.
I think it's an embarrassment to their families. You want to know the truth? The two of them.
Despite the court ruling.
Today I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122 over and above our normal tariffs already being charged.
No word on how that works out. Two plaintiffs in the case are pleased. The head of an Illinois family toy maker, Rick Waldenberg of Learning Resources, says we're a little guy and we defeated the U.S. government. The owner of a small wine importing business in New York, Victor Schwartz, says it's like winning a gold medal. A 2024 reported hazing at the University of Iowa is going viral after body camera footage showed the aftermath of officers encountering dozens of undressed pledges locked in a basement. ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
They were rather uncooperative. Officers searched the fraternity house asking to speak to someone in charge, but no one really took the lead. One young man did seem to interact with police, and he was actually arrested, charged with interference with official acts, but those charges were later dropped. Meanwhile, the University of Iowa investigated the incident and suspended the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity until the year 2029.
A ransomware attack forces the University of Mississippi Medical Center to close all 36 clinics and cancel elective procedures for a second day, one of Mississippi's largest healthcare providers. You're listening to ABC News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Wall Street kept calm after the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's tariffs. The major indexes closed higher. There were flips between small gains and losses before the ruling, following discouraging reports showing slowing growth for the U.S. economy and faster inflation. Israeli forces struck what they said were terror targets belonging to the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah in the Baalbek region of Lebanon today, says the Israeli military. At least one person was killed in the air attacks. The latest on the search for the mother of TV anchor Savannah Guthrie from ABC's Alex Stone.
Two key things that they are focused in on right now. One still being that video that we've had for over a week now, the front doorbell camera video, and that is going to be a tip. We know they've been getting tens of thousands of tips, that there is going to be a tip somewhere in there from this video that somebody is going to know something. But the other part of it being that DNA, that now we know from sources it is male DNA. They don't know whose it is.
After 700 women were studied, says ABC News medical contributor Dr. Tara Narula.
They found that those women who got the hormone replacement therapy, there was no increased risk of death or dying from any cause. They also saw no increased risk if the women started hormone replacement therapy older, at age 52 or even at age 57. There was no increased risk that it didn't depend on the duration or length of use of the hormone replacement therapy.
And the women studied were between the ages of 45 and 54. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
Step into Spoon Bar Sweets in downtown Squim, where everything feels just a little more magical. Their hand-scooped milkshakes are pure happiness in a cup, but the bakery case? Oh, that's where the love lives. Cookies that melt in your mouth, golden pastries, and cupcakes topped with clouds of frosting, all baked in-house with a whole lot of heart. Sit and relax inside with a cup of Rain Shadow coffee. Spoon Bar Sweets, bringing a little extra sugar to your day every day.
Hi, this is Konp PUD, and we have a few tips to help you through the winter and its potential for power outages. Be prepared by checking your flashlights and purchasing extra batteries. Stock up on non-perishable food and water. Have a plan for any medical devices that require power or medications that need refrigeration. If your power does go out, first check your breakers. If they're okay, then report the outage to us by phone or by using our Smart Hub app on your mobile device. Visit KlalumPUD.net for updates, to view our current outage map, and for tips and resources on outage preparation and safety.
KONP News brought to you by RE/MAX Evergreen Real Estate. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. 457-6600. Port Angeles rolled out a warm welcome Thursday as the Coho Ferry returned from its annual winter break. Hundreds gathered at the terminal with signs and banners to greet Canadian passengers as the noon sailing arrived from Victoria with 86 vehicles and more than 50 walk-on travelers, many saying they were deeply moved by the reception. State investigators marking 90 days into their probe of a deadly Port Angeles police shooting last November on the west side. Officials say the investigation is still active, with dozens of videos reviewed and evidence submitted for lab testing. They say a final report is not known when that will happen, but will be forwarded to prosecutors once the case is complete.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by Olympic Game Farm. Cloudy skies expected this afternoon with a slight chance of rain. High temperatures reach up to 41. Northeasterly winds around 5 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Slight chance of rain. Lows dip down to about 33. Overcast skies tomorrow. Rain likely. Highs level off around 47. Upper 40s Sunday with rain likely. Cooler Monday with highs in the mid-40s. Showers continue. Taking a look at the extended forecast. 47 Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, and 47 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently 39.
And now, live from the KONP studio in Uptown Port Angeles, it's the Girl Friday Show with Steph and Amanda.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little
favorite songs that always relaxes me and makes me feel just a little bit better.
Which you need today.
I very much do. I woke up today and the universe said, let's just see how many times we can make her cry today. And it's been super fun.
We're going to throw some things at you or throw you down some things or whatever.
I'm one of the only people I know that is able to fall upstairs. Not down them. I'd rather fall up them than down them. So
sure,
I'll take that.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the Girl Friday Show. It is February 20th in the year of our Lord 2026.
Always in the year of our Lord.
Yes, I am Amanda Bacon here, your button pusher and knob slider. Across from the darling, beautiful, sometimes hair in her mouth, Stephanie Ray.
Hello.
Hi.
I look depressing today.
No, actually.
Don't I kind of?
No. No, you look very nice.
Thank you. I'm in my old lady keeping warm sweater, though.
I had something really cute on today to come to work, and I looked in the mirror, and I went, nope.
Not cute?
And I put this sweatshirt on instead.
But you know what? Your hair looks amazing.
Well, thank you. Might be getting my pictures taken after work.
Maybe.
So here's the deal with today's bumper music. There's always a theme.
Yes.
And so today's theme for bumper music is I'm surprising Stephanie. Every song that we have correlates with a national day of the week.
And I love that I don't know them.
Or national day of the day.
The day.
Yeah.
Because I knew earlier in the week, but now I don't know, and I'm excited.
So today is National Comfy Day.
Aww.
You've been granted to get permission to get as comfortable as you please. This means you get to wear your comfy clothes, be a complete mess, eat comfort food, embark on an activity that allows you to be cozy and lazy. And this song just kind of relaxes me and makes me want to get comfy. So here is our National Comfy Day song. I'm really excited about a couple of them that I have coming up.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm more excited than you because I don't know what's coming up.
You don't know what's coming up. Also, I want to make sure that we mention that the Girl Friday Show is brought to you each and every week by our friends over at Coca-Pelli and Hook and Line. I have special music for that too. And also by our friends at Fogtown Coffee. And they, just going to say real quick, knocked it out of the park today with our coffee. It's like my favorite. It's like they know me so well.
And you know what? That is one of the specials that you have. Would you like me to tell everybody what it is? Or do you remember? She's drinking. Okay, I'll just let you know because she's clearly occupied. Amanda, today you have the plastic palm tree. And it is your favorite. White chocolate, coconut, maple Americano with cream.
It's the best drink in the world, guys.
And it's iced. I'm sure you could have it not iced, but
yeah, but iced is so much better.
Right, with that type of drink.
With that drink. Oh.
So officially, Harmony has knocked it out of the park. And this was her first time, I believe, bringing us drinks. So she did really well knowing
Harmony, it's perfect.
Knowing what, who got what, because I got the warm drink and I am freezing today, hence the old lady sweater. Literally so cold I can't feel my fingers. So this drink that I have with all my special needs is a dark chocolate shortbread maple cocoa with oat milk because no dairy, no caffeine, no citrus, all the things. And it is keeping me warm. So we love our drinks today. Fogtown Coffee is right over 1105 East Front Street on the corner of Front and Chambers, open 6 to 5 Monday through Saturday, 6 to 4 on Sundays. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Find out their specials. Again, that plastic palm tree is a special. So they have they have other ones that you can try as well. But get over there and see them and tell them we sent you. And try one of the things we're having because we can vouch for them. They're amazing. Thank you, Harmony. And just, wow. I don't...
It's so good. It's so good.
It's so good.
Also, when we talked to Chef Michael, I can't wait to tell him we got to go to Hook and Line this last week or this last weekend, and it was, oh God, I had the smoked salmon chowder again.
You never go there without having it.
So good.
It is so good.
Okay, so you ready to tell people about some upcoming events? And by the way, stick around for more of the Girl Friday show because we're going to be giving away tickets to
High Prov.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes. This is so exciting. I'm just going to tell you what you're winning tickets to right now and get this out of the way. We have 2 sets of 2 tickets to High Prov. It is blending hypnosis with improv. This is, you know who I'm so excited to see? Colin
Mockery.
Yes, from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
I am just,
I love him.
I've always wanted to see hypnosis up close live because this is going to be with 20 volunteers from the audience. This would be people.
You know that I interviewed him, right?
That was a while ago, right?
A little bit
Yes,
ago.
oh my gosh. So he is hilarious. I just, I'm so excited about that. And so there are very few tickets left.
Yeah.
Very, very few. There's a handful in the balcony. So I got some of the last tickets. We're going to give away 2 sets of 2. I may or may not have another couple next week. Not sure yet. But anyway, we'll be doing that. We have some trivia.
We have some very fun trivia having to do with another national day today and also a this date in history.
Oh, fun. Okay. Well,
Olympics edition.
That's fun.
Once in a while, the elevator, top floor.
I love it. Well, this show, again, is amazing. It's happening March 12th. I did not mention that. March 12th, which is a Thursday night. So we'll do those tickets in just a little bit. But I can go ahead and talk some more about other things.
It's time to find out what's going on this weekend in our area. Sponsored by Field Arts and Events Hall. From ball caps to ball gowns, Field Hall is entertainment for all.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
He sounds super cute.
I wonder who he is.
I don't know. I wonder if he's single.
No idea. I heard he's not.
I heard he's not.
Heard if you mess with him, there's somebody that you'll have to come up against. All right. So thank you to Field Hall for being the sponsor of the entertainment segment of the Girl Friday show. They've got lots of stuff going on. This weekend stuff we gave away tickets to last week, which is the Flying Karamazov.
Karamazov. Yeah.
Oh, I did it.
You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, but it's totally fine.
It's okay. Well, it was supposed to be a great show, and it is sold out. So that's happening. But we have got some things coming up. One thing you're very excited about, the hairspray sing-along. You can dress up, tease your hair, sing along. It's the donation. They just would like a donation for this, so it's basically free. Happening on February 27th, so put this on your calendar, 7 o'clock in the theater, and they suggest $10 to $15. And so check that out online if you want to get more information on it, more details. And then there's also on the 28th, the JFFA Winter Benefit Pot of Gold Gala. It's at 5 o'clock. Live music, dinner, silent auction, dessert dash, dance party, so many things. We'll be featuring Irish folk and Celtic rockers, Stout Pounders.
Mm-hmm. And Hannah Hockett is actually doing the music like during the dinner time. And I hear their MC is a total basket case and will make a fool of herself.
That's right. It is you.
Oh, wow. How'd you know?
Was that a good guess?
That's a good guess.
That was a good guess.
Yeah.
Well, you do speak so highly of yourself, and you're very humble when it comes to doing things like that. So I know when you're making fun of someone, it is always yourself. So between you and Hannah, who I can make fun of because I know.
I love Hannah.
I hope she dresses up in an Easter Bunny costume. She was a very good bunny.
She's a good bunny.
So anyway, that is happening on the 28th. Hop online and get your tickets to that. And then we just got quite a few things coming up in March. There's so many things I'll be talking about in the coming weeks. So check if you want to see and get tickets early, check out their website. And then, of course, Open Mic Tuesdays in the Sunset Lounge, hosted by...
Open Mic Tuesdays?
Yeah, Tuesday. Is it different?
Oh, I thought it used to be Mondays.
Oh, Open Mic Tuesday on Monday. Mike Tuesday on Monday.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so ignore what I said and just go on the website and double check the open mic nights because their printout is a little off. Let's blame it on AI or something.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just say that. Anyway, thanks to Field Hall for sponsoring this segment. Let's talk about other things going on in the area outside of Field Hall. Ooh, the pickleball tournament. Did you hear about this?
You love pickles.
It's... different kind of pickle.
Oh.
All right. It's happening tomorrow and the next day at Roosevelt Middle School. And I do know this fact. It's the official sport of Washington State.
Created on Bainbridge Island.
Yes, fastest growing sport in the world. I know so many people who love pickleball. I've never played. But you can go and watch the best pickleball players in the area during the Olympic pickleball tournament at the school. It's free to attend. It will be from 8 to 2 on the 21st and 22nd. If you have any questions, you can call Steve at 360-460-7424. Again, that is on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2. You want to hear some music? You can pop on out to the Eagles Club in Port Angeles. Tomorrow they've got Locomotive Breath from 6:30 to 9:30. Yes, it says Locomotive Breath.
Ready?
Breath. B-R-E-A-T-H.
Already?
That sounds stinky.
It sounds
odd. This is classic rock. This is good, though. Classic rock, including Jethro Tull, Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin.
There you go.
That's good music. We like Locomotive Breath. And then they also have a paint and sip on the 22nd, $30 a person. They'll supply the snacks and one drink. Ooh. Yep. So $30 and you can do that fun paint and sip at 2 o'clock. And I've been mentioning this, but in case you did not know, the Rainbow Girls Tolo dance for the middle school kiddos is happening tomorrow at the Masonic Temple. It is at 7 o'clock. Cost is $25 at the door. And Jesse Major will be doing photography. So if your students...
He takes amazing photos.
He does, and he shows up at every event in Port Angeles, the graduation, the games, the big things that are going on, and then he posts them up, and incredible photographer.
Cool dude.
Anyway, this is for middle school kids only, age or grades 6 to 8. So check that out tomorrow night at the Masonic Temple. The Mardi Gras party put on by the Elks Riders is happening tomorrow from 6 to 10. And this is a fundraiser for homeless vets. And they will have dinner, no host bar, dancing, all of the fun stuff. This is an Elks membership drive. Of course, the Elks Club right down in Port Angeles on East 1st. So get in on this, 6 o'clock, and we just had Fat Tuesday on Tuesday. So celebrate Mardi Gras. We were talking about what it's like to be in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, and it sounds awful.
Yeah.
My dad did it one year, a long time ago. Sounds absolutely awful. So go to a cleaner event right here in Port Angeles tomorrow night and support a great cause.
Keep your top on.
And
they'll just give you beads if you ask.
I was going to say, all you'll be doing is covering yourself with beads if you are actually in New Orleans.
Yeah.
The Port Angeles Symphony Orchestra concert with soloist James Garlick is happening tomorrow from 7:30 to 9. This concert is filled to the brim with romantic melodies. You should go and take your lovey. He's probably busy. Just kidding. The featured soloist, James Garlick, is an internationally known violinist who lives in Port Angeles. Aren't we lucky to have somebody like that local?
He's been on our show a couple times.
Yes,
He's great.
He has. He won the Symphony's Young Artist Competition when he was a teenager. He's gone on to a career in music that includes teaching, traveling the world, and co-founding Port Angeles' Music on the Straight. Very excited. And then concert goers are invited to join Jonathan Pasternak for a short pre-concert talk at 6:30 to learn more about the program. So plenty of things going on this weekend. Get in on it. And again, thanks to Field Hall for being the sponsor of this segment of the show.
All right. Well, stick around. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets to see Colin Mockery and the other person with him.
Whoever that is. He's not important. Clearly, he's not famous.
Important. He's so good. But stick around. We've got some trivia coming up having to do with another national day today, and also a This Day in History Olympics edition. So you could win those tickets. We'll be right back.
Weddings, meetings, fundraisers, performances, whatever you're planning, host it at Field Hall, Port Angeles' premier waterfront conference and events center. Our versatile venue offers stunning views, custom setups, built-in tech, flexible catering options, and an experienced team ready to make your ideal event easy. Budget conscious? Ask about off-peak dates. Call 360-504-2415 or visit fieldhallevents.org/rentals to start planning.
This is Jonathan Pasternak, Artistic Director of the Port Angeles Symphony Orchestra, inviting you to join me for a concert filled with romance and excitement, Saturday, February 21st at 7:30 p.m. at the Port Angeles High School Performing Arts Center. Violinist James Garlick will be our soloist for Samuel Barber's beautiful violin concerto. The program also includes Aaron Copland's evocative Quiet City and ends with Antonin Dvorak's powerful Seventh Symphony. The concert is Saturday evening, February 21st at 7:30, with a pre-concert chat for ticket holders at 6:30. There will also be a public dress rehearsal at 10 a.m. that morning. Tickets are available online at portangelessymphony.org, at Port Book and News, at the door, or by calling 457-5579. See you at the Symphony.
As each season changes, one thing stays the same. Airport Garden Center is always here to help your yard and garden grow. Airport Garden Center opened for business in 1977 as a pet, plant, and feed store by Eldora and Floyd Matthews. The family-run operation continues with Mark and Betsy Matthews passionately managing the business to this day. Their family provides your family quality service, products, and expert advice for a fun, rewarding, pet and child-friendly shopping atmosphere. We love helping you plan next season by offering monthly special savings too. Go to airportgarden.biz for current specials and seasonal classes and events, or just stop on by our spacious indoor-outdoor garden center on Edgewood Drive in Port Angeles to chat with the experts. Airport Garden Center, planting knowledge, growing gardeners since 1977.
Honey talks, but it don't sing and dance and it don't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans.
What day could this be?
Honey's sweet.
Yeah, it is.
But it ain't nothing next to baby's treat. And if you pardon me, I'd like to say we do okay forever in blue jeans.
Welcome back to the Girl Friday Show. I'm Amanda Bacon here with Stephanie Ray, and we are doing bumper music today to correlate with different days, national days.
Is it National Blue Jean Day?
It's National Women in Blue Jeans Day.
Oh.
Isn't that great? It's celebrated on February 20th every year. We plan to celebrate it by showing our appreciation to all the American women who work hard on the farm to ensure the best agricultural products get to our tables.
So that's not us.
No.
We'll wear the jeans, but we won't do the farm.
Every day is National Blue Jeans Day for me, except when it's National Leggings Day.
Yeah, or pajamas.
Oh, which is comfy day today. All right, are we ready for some trivia? We are going to be giving away some tickets now. And Stephanie, go ahead and mention what it's for again before we give them away. And just as we get ready to go, remember that if you or anyone in your family has won any of our contests in the last 60 days, you are ineligible to win today. So please refrain from calling. Other than that, if you know the answer to our question, you can give us a call at 360-457-1450 and see if you can win these tickets.
This is for High Prov. This is the hypnosis and comedy show put on by Colin, was it Mockery? And someone else. He is famous from that show. Whose line is it anyway? This is going to be very cool. You know what's so funny? These tickets actually don't say what they're for, but they do say, they do say when the show is.
Yeah.
Thursday, March 12th at 7:30. So if you can be available to go to this, I have 2 sets of 2 for this awesome show that's going to happen at Field Hall again on Thursday the 12th. So let's give these puppies away.
It's trivia time on the Girl Friday Show. Test your smarts, let the answers flow. Come on, everybody, let the fun begin. Girl Friday trivia, let's dive in.
We sound so official.
I know. Thanks to you.
Yeah, okay. 360-457-1450 is the number to call, and we are doing the first trivia question will have to do with a national day. On this day in 1912, George A. Carney was given a patent number in the U.S. for his, quote, lightweight and adjustable swing bow ratchet type what? They're still used today.
Wow.
But today celebrates that day. So on this day in 1912, George A. Carney was given a patent number in the U.S. for his lightweight and adjustable swing bow ratchet type what? 360-457-1450. They're still used today. Mostly by professionals. Stephanie just looked at
I did. I'm like, so many people could use this.
Yeah.
However, it's more appropriate if a professional uses it.
For radio purposes.
I don't know exactly.
For FCC purposes. On this day in 1912, George A. Carney was given a patent number in the U.S. for his lightweight and adjustable swing bow ratchet type what?
No, we're not giving any of these away today.
Although, 360-457-1450. Who knows? Maybe you've worn these before.
I hope not.
Well, I don't want to know why, how you've worn them. I just want to know if you have. What? What is happening?
Oh my goodness.
Why is my mom texting me an answer? She's
a foot away.
3.5 inches away from me. You're so cute. 360-457-1450.
Because she didn't want to be like my mom and whisper it into the mic and then...
Oh, yeah. Also, it's not right. So, on this day in 1912, the patent was given for lightweight and adjustable swinging bow ratchet type what?
George A. Carney.
Yeah, and we still use these today, mostly by professionals wearing a little badge.
Yes, and driving in cars with lights.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Could we give away any more hints?
Come on. This is taking way too long.
360-457-1450 is our number to call. I didn't think it was going to be that hard, especially since I said it was a national day today.
People are busy.
And it's really easy to look up national days today.
Harmony, you can call. Harmony's listening. We have one listener. Come on. Look it up.
I can't believe this.
Google. George A. Carney.
Adjustable swinging bow ratchet. Oh, there go those.
Here we go.
We got a couple of calls now. All right. Girl Friday show.
Yes. I'm saying they're ski bindings.
Oh, not ski bindings, but that's a really good guess. Sorry about that. Girl Friday show. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Was the patent for, was it for handcuffs?
Yay! Who is this?
This is Jonah Hoffman.
Hi, Jonah. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Good. Well, you have just won tickets to see Colin Mockery here at Field Arts and Events Hall.
All right. I love Colin Mockery.
I do too. All right. You can come on down to the station and pick up your tickets during our regular business hours.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonah. Thanks
Jonah.
for listening.
Yep. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
You too.
I love it when we have a new winner. I don't recognize Jonah as winning something from us before.
What's his last name?
Hofflin.
Hofflin.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
Jonah.
All right, kids. This is a little bit easier. Here's the next question. Oh, somebody thinks they know the answer, and I haven't even asked it yet. Should I? Should I? On February 20th, 1998, this 15-year-old wins the gold medal in women's figure skating at the Olympic Winter Games in Nagano, Japan, and becomes the youngest gold medalist in her sport. Who was it? This 15-year-old.
I know who it is.
All right.
I
Girl
know.
Friday show.
Hello.
Hello?
Is the question or the answer handcuffs?
Oh, it was, but it was already answered a little bit ago. So we have a different question. No, that's okay. Do you want to know what this question is?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let's see. Since you're on the line. Which 15-year-old girl on this date in 1998 won the gold medal in women's figure skating at the Olympic Winter Games in Nagano, Japan, becoming the youngest gold medalist in her sport?
Oh. That's a good question.
I know it is.
What nationality was she?
I can't tell you that. But she is the youngest. She was the youngest gold medalist in her sport. She was 15 at the time.
She's adorable.
In 1998.
Dorothy Hamill.
Oh, that is a great guess. But no, Dorothy was a little bit before that.
Yeah, she was 80s.
I got to see Dorothy skate live. I got to hug her.
Gosh.
I got to hug her.
That was crazy.
It was pretty amazing. All right, Girl Friday show.
Yes, Tara Lipinski.
Yeah, Lipinski. Yes, Tara Lipinski. Yes, good job. Who's this?
My name's Loretta Edwards.
Hi, Loretta.
Hi.
You won. I'm going to give it to you. You were really close with Lipinski. Good job, Loretta. Come on down and pick up your tickets anytime, and you get to go see Colin Mockery at Field Arts and Events Hall.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks
Loretta.
For listening.
Bye.
Bye. Look at that.
That was amazing. I had it wrong. Nice.
Did you really?
I did.
Who'd you think it was?
Michelle.
Michelle Kwan?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well,
when
you
was
were
she? She was after that,
Sure.
ish.
I don't know.
Maybe she was in the 2000s.
She also might have been like 16 or something.
I think that's what the other person was thinking when she asked which nationality. That's my
maybe.
guess.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
All right. Well, we gave away the 2 tickets.
Very
Pretty
exciting.
excited about that. I do have a fun fact for you as we go into the commercial break and get Chef Michael on the phone.
Okay.
On this date in 1971, in a terrifying technical snafu, which is one of my favorite words, radio and TV transmissions go dead after the National Emergency Warning Center accidentally messages that a nuclear attack had begun.
Whoa.
Talk about a big ol' whoops. Jeez. They had one job.
With so many choices for deliveries, how convenient is it that you've got an option for the perfect cup of Joe, too? Fogtown Coffee in Port Angeles delivers. We offer a no-cost delivery for orders to businesses of $20 or more within city limits. Call 360-504-3509 for delivery or download the Joe Coffee app. Just text coffee to 474747 and order ahead for store pickup. You can even schedule a specific time. Fogtown Coffee on Front Street, your front door coffee delivery headquarters.
Hey, it's Trina here at West Alder Storage in Squim. Are you needing additional storage? Boy, do we have a great deal for you. $20 off your monthly fee, and with our Seahawks Super Bowl 60 special going on, you can get $60 off your first 2 months. Wow, $60 off. So if you're in the need of storage, give me a call at West Alder Storage. 683-9497. Again, 683-9497.
When caring for someone you love, it's important for you to take time to rest. At Dungeness Court Memory Care, our overnight respite care offers peace of mind in a safe, family-style setting. From overnight to several weeks, your loved one receives a dedicated caregiving staff, 24-hour on-site nursing, meals, and calming activities, with all-inclusive rates starting at $325 per night. No long-term commitment, just loving care when you need it most. Call Dungeness Court Memory Care at 360-582-9309 today.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. President Trump unleashing a type of sharp personal criticism of the Supreme Court, apparently unique for chief executives, calling the 6-justice majority lapdogs for his political opponents and suggesting they're unpatriotic. The ruling says the Constitution is clear that Congress has to approve all taxes. The president saying there are other laws allowing him to impose tariffs.
Today I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122, over and above our normal tariffs already being charged.
Wall Street major indexes closed higher despite the tariff ruling and after reports showing a slowing economy at the end of last year with a gain of less than 2% and rising inflation. A 2024 reported hazing at the University of Iowa is going viral after body camera footage showed the aftermath of officers encountering dozens of undressed pledges locked in a basement who were shown to be uncooperative. This is ABC News.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by Olympic Game Farm. Cloudy skies expected this afternoon with a slight chance of rain. High temperatures reach up to 41. Northeasterly winds around 5 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Slight chance of rain. Lows dip down to about 33. Overcast skies tomorrow. Rain likely. Highs level off around 47. Upper 40s Sunday with rain likely. Cooler Monday with highs in the mid 40s. Showers continue. Taking a look at the extended forecast. 47 Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, and 47 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently 39.
We were at a party. The dear love fell in the game. Someone reached in and grabbed it. Was a rock lobster.
Rock lobster? Ooh, welcome back to the Girl Friday show. It is Friday, February 20th, and the Girl Friday show is brought to you each and every Friday by our friends at Kokopelli and Hook and Line. Right now we're playing Rock Lobster, which correlates with this whole entire segment because it is National Tartar Sauce Day, and you can't have seafood without the tartar sauce. And if you want the best tartar sauce and the best seafood, you get to go see our friend Chef Michael over at Kokopelli and Hook and Line. And here he is on our phone by magic. Hello, Chef Michael.
Hi, girls.
Hello.
Hi.
That was my best sexy voice. Did it work?
It was amazing.
Wow.
I'm trembling.
My cheeks are pink.
Speaking of friggin' lobster, boy, I think we went through about 60 pounds of lobster tails last week.
Oh,
for Valentine's Day.
Well, we ran the menu all weekend, but yeah, I mean, it was insane on the membrane. So,
Wow.
very, very cool evening, and we rocked it, and all our guests were super happy. So,
Oh, I bet. A lot of love in the air.
a lot of love.
Were you able to get the walls cleaned off after everyone flung their woo from loving each other? That stuff sticks.
Aww.
Oh, don't be naughty now.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's what they do. They fling woo, right? Isn't that what they was called back in the day? Flinging.
When you're loving each other? Like
Yeah,
throwing love back and forth?
Flinging woo. That was a whole thing.
It was a saying.
It's like Trip the Light Fantastic.
Yes.
It was back in those days.
Boomers.
So, Chef Michael.
So, yes, it's National Tartar Sauce Day. So we, of course, at Hook and Line, we go through a lot of that, and we make it from scratch.
That's the best.
It is super delicious tartar sauce. Not so much tartar sauce at Kokopelli's. There's other sauces, but
Yeah.
we don't fry very much over on this side of the aisle at all.
Mm-hmm.
Some French fries and some coconut shrimp, and that's about. Oh, arancini, we're doing that. So, do we know what that is, ladies?
What?
Arancini.
Arancini.
You've told us, but now I'm drawn a blank. Is it a vegetable? A vegetable? No.
Can you read it about it at the library?
No, it's risotto balls.
That's right.
Risotto balls.
I knew it was like risotto, couscous, something like that.
Never would have gotten there.
So we mix them with some really cool cheese and prosciutto, and then roll them into balls, and then panko bread them, and then fry them, and serve them with our romesco sauce, which is kind of a tomato Italian sauce, which arancini are very Italian, and then that's the starch that we're serving with the A5 Wagyu filet mignon. And that's coming with a brandy cream sauce, peppercorn cream sauce this weekend. So,
well, that sounds delicious.
Yeah,
yes.
so that sounds better than tartar sauce, right?
Absolutely.
Although your tartar sauce is pretty good, but go on.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you want, rockfish, cod, halibut, shrimp, oysters. Now, I personally, I like tartar sauce a little bit, but I love our cocktail sauce, and even better, and I'm kind of the malt vinegar fish and chip guy, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I can be down for that.
I like to mix ketchup with my tartar sauce and make it special tartar sauce.
No.
Yes.
Maybe put a squirt of sriracha in there and.
Oh yeah, a little zing to it. I like that idea. Amanda looks like I'm nuts right now. She's like, ew. That sounds great. That's what I'm doing next time, Chef Michael. Thank you.
I want to say what you do to the sauce, but I don't know if the FCC will allow it. So I'm just going to think it right now. So Chef Michael, it's only February, but we've got some holidays coming up in the next few months that we probably want to just put in people's brains to start thinking about, like Mother's Day in May, which is going to get here faster than we can think.
Mm-hmm.
We've got St. Patrick's Day coming up. We've got different things. Are you going to be having different menus for different events coming up?
Well, of course. We'll be doing, I think, a steak and lobster kind of dealio for Mother's Day. Robert and I haven't worked the menu out. I mean, that's still...
Yeah, it's a couple months away.
Still a minute away, but it'll be something really cool, and we are packed.
That's one of your biggest ones, isn't it?
Yeah, well, every day after Memorial Day is the busiest day of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest. But outside what we call the shoulder months, Valentine's and Mother's Day are absolutely our busiest days, and we end up being completely booked like we were on Valentine's. I mean, like 100% booked. So we're pretty blessed. But we're going to do some kind of St. Patty's Day corned beef and Irish bread thing, and probably my famous Irish Bailey's Kahlua Mousse for a dessert deal, and we're actually doing a big catering at John Wayne Marina that day as well.
Oh, wow. Fun.
Yeah.
Well, how can people make reservations for this weekend so that they can get in and try some of these amazing things?
Yeah, so 360-457-6040, or go to kokapelli-grill.com and hit that little reservation button, and the fresh sheet's up on there, I think, on the website. I think I did that 2 days ago. So we're doing a scallop and mushroom risotto with asparagus and with jumbo scallops, and we're also we only do this a few times a year, and it's one of my favorite dishes. I took a Spanish dish and modified it to me, and we call it maquicas, and it's a Brazilian fish stew. So excuse me, I said Spanish. It's Brazilian, and it's got everything, all your favorite seafoods, and it's kind of a fusion Thai thing. It's got coconut cream and basil infused rice, and it's pretty cool. So we're doing that this weekend as well, and we only do it a couple times a year. So.
Well, this is the weekend to jump on the bandwagon that all of us know that you are the best spot in town for delicious food and atmosphere. Thank you
Well, I don't know about all that. You ladies always say that, but there's other really good restaurants on
There are really good restaurants. I'm saying you're the best, but I didn't say that they're bad.
He's very humble and he's very sweet. He actually pumps up the other places. He goes to them and he says nice things about them, and that is very cool of you, but we love you the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're all my friends, too.
Yes, they are.
That's what's really cool about living in a small community, and we all know each other and support each other, and I really think what Sage is doing over there is awesome with his little place, and Field Hall's rocking.
Yeah, we've got some great places.
Very cool.
As you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Michael.
You are the best, and we love you, and we can't wait to give you great big hugs again.
All right, girls. Have a great weekend.
You too.
You too, Chef.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Chef Michael, best food around. Again, that's smoked salmon chowder. It's the best. All right, well, we're going to head into the break, and when we come back, I've got another song for Stephanie to try and guess what day it is, and I have a feeling she'll be able to guess it from this one. Stick around.
Attention all moms-to-be.
North Olympic Healthcare Network's board-certified physicians specializing in family medicine with obstetrics are here to guide and support you on your pregnancy journey. We provide personalized, compassionate care focused on building a long-lasting relationship before, during, and after pregnancy. From pre-pregnancy planning to childbirth to primary care for your whole family, we're with you for the journey. To learn more, visit nohn-pa.org/obstetrics.
Cambridge defines culture as the way of life. This is Dale from Wilder Auto, and the way of life for us starts with exceptional customer service, which is at the heart of the Wilder Advantage. When you combine committed, factory-trained sales and service people, some of the best brands on the planet, state-of-the-art facilities, and our eye-on-the-horizon culture, well, why would you go anywhere else? We would love to earn your business, so stop by and check us out at 24/7 at wilderauto.com.
The Elks Riders invites you to celebrate Mardi Gras Saturday, February 21st. Come party at the Naval Elks Lodge. We're raising needed funds for a homeless veteran. Enjoy great music, dancing, and party games. Plus Cajun bites.
Plan on joining the fun? Search Events at the Elks on Facebook or purchase at the door.
Come celebrate Mardi Gras with us at the Naval Elks Lodge, Saturday, February 21st. Presented by the Naval Elks Riders.
It's the Super Smart Top Special at Olympic. Save on a new hot top and get a free Smart Top cover worth $3,700. Super Smart Top Special savings will make you feel, well, super. OlympicHotTub.com. Better you, better life.
First Fed is proud of their 100-year tradition of giving back to the Clallam and Jefferson County community. The First Fed Foundation supports local organizations building a brighter future for the disadvantaged and the marginalized persons and families in Clallam and Jefferson County. Partnering with nonprofits like Peninsula Behavioral Health, supporting construction of 36 permanent, affordable supportive housing units for chronically homeless individuals and families in Port Angeles. The foundation also supports Serenity House of Clallam County and the West End Housing Resource Center, giving the ability to serve more of Clallam County's low-income and homeless population. The First Fed Foundation is committed to supporting nonprofits, tribes, school districts, and government agencies, providing critical, timely assistance and ensuring a brighter future for our community.
The Building and Remodeling Expo is this weekend in their new location at the Vern Burton Center in Port Angeles. Returning this year to the expo is the Building Block Challenge, free for ages 5 to 12, offering great prizes. Pre-register today as space is limited. Go to npba.info to register. That's npba.info. See you at the NPBA Building and Remodeling Expo this weekend at Vern Burton Center in Port Angeles.
Hi, this is John Hull. I'm president of Tri-State Roofing, your local and family-owned company covering the entire Olympic Peninsula area. The difference with Tri-State Roofing is we separate ourselves with the quality of products we offer, customer service, including an A+ rating with the BBB, solid safety plans, and the best labor guarantees around. Call 360-208-2222.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
Is it National Cherry Pie Day?
Oh my God, you got it!
Do you want to know what's hilarious about this song? Just last night or the night before last, Harold and I are into a new show. It's called Suburgatory.
Okay.
It is hilarious. It's got some of the Clueless cast in it.
Oh.
The guy, Elton. He's the main character as a grown-up. It was, 10 years ago. But the point is one of the fancy rich moms comes out for her first date, and she's very over the top. She comes out dancing to this song with the big hair. And I thought, I haven't heard this song forever.
Well, here you go. It's National Cherry Pie Day.
Oh, love it. I'm not a giant cherry pie fan.
My favorite thing on earth.
What?
Cherry pie, cherry strudel, cherry cheesecake.
Cherry everything.
Yeah, except chocolate-covered cherries.
Oh, that's like the one thing I do like.
Oh, good. Well, then we can be friends, and I'll eat the crap that you don't want, and vice versa.
I love this music. This
is
great.
So good. It's so good.
It's great.
Stephanie, it's the final weekend. No. Next weekend's the final weekend. Does it feel like February kind of whiz-banged by?
February went fast. I keep looking at the calendar going, oh my gosh, it's almost March. And then I go, stop, slow down, because when we have the home show, it's way too close. So it's going very, very fast. And it's a short month. Just a few days shorter.
But it feels a lot shorter.
It does.
Yeah,
I just remember the first was just a second ago, but it's not. It was like 20 days ago.
Got any big plans for the weekend?
Oh, we're going to do our belated Valentine's Day.
Oh, what you doing?
We're going to go to dinner. That's all I know.
That's really cool.
That's all I know. We had the kiddo last weekend, and we both were not feeling well at all. So it worked out just fine.
That's
it's perfect.
wonderful.
It's perfect. So we have a little alone time and not worrying about being home and cooking a second dinner for someone else. Because she certainly wasn't going with us if we did go. So that's my plan. What about you?
I don't think I have anything on the books, and that makes me extremely happy.
Oh, I bet.
I'm hopefully going to spend some time at the homestead, maybe doing some laundry that's been piling up.
Did you get your painting started yet?
Not yet, and it's killing me. I've got to get this project going. I just need to pull everything away from the walls and paint them white so that I can then paint them green.
I know who you could ask to help you.
I know. She wants to come over really bad. My mom's in studio with us today. Hi, Mommy.
She did not want to be known.
She said, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on the microphone. But I'm going to say hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, girl.
Aw, we got it.
I love this woman. Yeah, so I definitely need to get that going. But it's going to be... Here's the deal. So I'm redoing the master suite in my house. And by master suite, it's a small room.
It's your bedroom.
It's my bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom, 875 square foot house. So it's
with
not
not a bathroom, not a non-suite. No.
and barely a closet. And so I'm redoing it to make it feel cozy and homey for myself and this person that, I don't know, I love or
that
something.
Doesn't want to help you do it.
He's busy.
I know. In his defense.
To be fair, I don't think I want to do a project with him next to me because I tend to lose my patience and turn into a grumpy guest.
That's my husband with me.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to do projects with me because I'm always trying to dictate what he should be doing, and he knows what is supposed to be happening, and then he loses his patience with me, I think.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. But then we're doing the board and batten in the bedroom.
It's going to look so cool, though.
It's going to look so cool.
And your color.
Did I show you the light that I'm ordering, the light fixture?
No, I haven't seen that yet, just the colors.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. It's pretty great. So it's going to be billiard green and alabaster white.
I don't like that alabaster white name. I like the white. It's nice, but I hate the name.
What do you like?
Alabaster. I just don't like it. It doesn't sound attractive. It's called I don't know.
It's called alabaster
I don't
white.
like it. Sounds too clinical.
Here's
alabaster.
Here's the best thing. They're Sherwin-Williams colors. And I'm just going to give a quick plug to one of our advertisers anyway. Sherwin-Williams colors. And just guess who's doing 20% off all paint this month?
Uh-huh.
Hartnagel and Angelus Millwork.
Yeah.
And they have Sherwin-Williams.
And they have special people that can help you figure out why you would want alabaster. Who is this alabaster person?
I don't know. He sounds hideous.
He sounds so ugly. So ugly.
Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. I'm so excited. It's going to be a fun thing.
I should probably paint somewhere in my... Oh, we need to paint our bathroom. We've discussed it many times. But the paint, we're going to do something else. The paint is peeled over the years.
Have you tried wallpaper lately? Have you looked at wallpaper lately?
No, because in my mind, wallpaper has never worked as it always peeled or bubbled or whatever.
So Mom got wallpaper for her bathroom. And right now our listeners are going... This is the weirdest conversation ever. But Mom got waterproof wallpaper for her bathroom, and it has withstood the test of time, and it is beautiful, and it looks awesome, and it was pre-stuck. It was pre-pasted stuff.
Oh, you didn't have to put the stuff on the wall and then deal with all the goop and bubbles and...
Malarkey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even know that, I figured, waterproof. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff, and hers are these beautiful yellow flowers that she has that really matches her bathroom. It's just beautiful. I'm just saying, if you
No.
want an alternative.
It might be a good one. Thank you. I hope he's listening.
And it could keep him very occupied for an entire weekend if you need him to be out of your hair for something.
Oh.
I mean, I know that you love him
I
and
love
all.
my husband, but I do love naps.
Oh, my.
Almost as much.
Okay. You know what? That just reminded me. That's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm napping. And with how I feel after falling up the stairs today, I feel like tomorrow's going to be a bed day anyway. No board and batten's getting hung tomorrow.
Imagine if you fell down the stairs.
I tell ya, I texted Mark and told him, and I said, I don't know why you date me. I am a hot mess with the grace of a turnip. You know what his response was?
I love you anyway.
No.
Oh.
Actually, it was, you're correct. You are hot.
And a slight mess.
He didn't mention the mess.
That's so sweet.
I know.
Points. Point gold star from Mark.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, if you're out this weekend, make sure you visit our sponsors of this show, Hook and Line and Kokopelli. Great food. Hook and Line, you can just walk in and grab the food. You can even take it to go if you want, so you can go home and eat it in your jammies. Celebrate Comfy Day today if you have your Hook and Line. Make your reservations at kokopelli-grill.com to go sit down and eat. And if you're looking for a pick-me-up at all this weekend, you make sure you get your Fogtown coffee. My mom got her Fogtown coffee on the way in.
Yeah, what's the point? There's no caffeine
decaf,
and no, it's just water.
But
flavor.
it's good. It's flavored water. And then we've got ours today. So go support those who support us here at KONP. For all of us here, have a great weekend. Stephanie Ray, have a great weekend.
Thank you. You as well.
I will. I think that Bocephus needs to take us into the weekend. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
I can be mean. I still got my hat and I still wear my jeans. My shades are chrome, my guitar's steel. If you think I won't, then believe me, I will. Get down on you, baby, 'cause I ain't no rookie. I'll put it apart and I was born to boogie.
Your voice, your news. News Radio KONP, Port Angeles Squim. AM 1450, FM 101.7 and 101.3. A Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. President Trump apparently trying to pivot around today's Supreme Court decision that struck down his residual tariffs. The 6-justice majority saying the Constitution states only Congress can approve tariffs. The president says there are other laws with ways to impose tariffs and cited one at the White House.
Today I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122 over and above our normal tariffs already being charged.
Unusual for a U.S. president was the rhetoric attacking the 6 justices.
They're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats, and not that this should have anything at all to do with it. They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution.
Reacting to the court ruling, a Kentucky farmer, Caleb Ragland, the American Soybean Association chairman, says the tariffs are a tax and it makes the U.S. uncompetitive on the export side with foreign competitors. Amy Rutherford, the owner of a toy store in Alexandria, Virginia, says she almost burst into tears when she heard the Supreme Court's decision, saying the rush of relief was quite overwhelming. Wall Street major indexes closed solidly higher despite the tariff ruling and after reports showing a slowing economy at the end of last year and rising inflation. Among the stocks that closed higher, Apple, Amazon, and Shopify, all companies that have been affected by the tariffs. Iran warns the UN that if the U.S. attacks, it will retaliate against American military bases and other U.S. assets in the region. President Trump has given Iran 15 days to get an agreement over its nuclear program. At the White House today, he said.
They better negotiate a fair deal.
The utility Pacific Corp agrees to pay $575 million to resolve the federal government's claims for damages from 6 wildfires in California and Oregon. The U.S. claims that Pacific Corp's electrical lines negligently started all fires. You're listening to ABC News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Investigators are not ruling out the possibility more than one person may have been involved in Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping, says the Sheriff's Department in Tucson, Arizona. It says they are reviewing video submitted by Guthrie's neighbors, and the DNA analysis is underway on biological evidence, and that process can be lengthy. A ransomware attack forces the University of Mississippi Medical Center to close all 36 clinics and cancel elective procedures for a second day, one of Mississippi's largest healthcare providers. The Trump administration wants to make changes to the trucking industry. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy calling out fraudulent trucking schools who certify unqualified drivers.
So you can go through to a fake school, no training, and then in some of these states you go to a third-party tester. And the third-party tester is participating in the scam.
Duffy said the credentials awarded look good enough for a DMV to issue a commercial driver's license. A new Danish study done on the impacts of hormone replacement therapy with menopausal women. More than 700 women between 45 and 54 were studied. Those who used the therapy reporting lower or unchanged mortality risks. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Tara Narula.
If you are within 10 years of menopause or under the age of 60, are having moderate to severe menopausal symptoms, and are generally considered low risk, you are someone that definitely could consider taking or should consider taking hormone replacement therapy.
Chuck Severson, ABC News.
KONP News brought to you by McCrory Carpet One. Always priced right, always done right. McCrory Carpet One. Port Angela City Hall, the founder of 4PA warned city council members that while cleanup crews continue removing abandoned homelessness encampments, the scale of the problem is growing. He says more than 400,000 pounds of trash have been removed from city area properties in the past 4.5 years, including a record final quarter last year. He urged leaders to adopt a clearer, faster response system to protect public health in sensitive watersheds. In Olympia, lawmakers observed the annual Day of Remembrance Thursday. It marked the forced relocation and incarceration of some 120,000 Japanese Americans during World War II. Legislators approved a joint memorial urging reflection on that history and its relevance today.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Highs level off around 41 this afternoon under overcast skies with a slight chance of rain. Northeasterly winds around 5 miles per hour. Slight chance of rain tonight. Lows dip down to about 33. Cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 47 tomorrow. Rain likely. 50 Sunday with rain likely. 46 Monday. Chance for showers continues. Take a look at the extended forecast. 47 Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, and 47 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 39 degrees.
Normal is broke and common sense is weird, so we're here to help you transform your life. From the Ramsey Network in the Fairwinds Credit Union studio, I'm John Deloney, joined by George Kamel, taking your calls on your money, your relationships, your work, everything. Anything you got going on in your life, we're here. 888-825-5225. Let's go right down the street to Nashville, Tennessee, and talk to Ethan. What's up, Ethan?
Hi, can you hear me?
I got you, man. What's up?
Well, thanks for having me on today. And I was calling because my wife and I were in baby step number 2, and we've made some pretty good progress. But we've made it to our final we call it the big dog. It's our final big payment, and it's a student loan of $118,000. And
that's one loan.
It's at a six. Yes, it's my wife's an occupational therapist, and that was her graduate degree.
That is a big dog.
Yeah, that's why we named it that. But so today my question is, it's at a 6.1% interest rate, and it makes me sick to look at the balance, and it goes up just from the last time I checked, it was sometime this week to I think last night was $70. Do I save any more money by paying that weekly or monthly, or I just didn't know if I saved more if I paid every single week versus every month, just one big.
I mean, the faster you bring the principal down, the less interest you're going to pay. But the simplest way to do it is just apply extra to each monthly payment.
Monthly, okay.
How much are you guys making?
We're fixing to do our taxes, and we made around $140 in 2025.
Okay, what is she making?
Well, she's PRN OT at the hospital, and we just had our first baby back in July, and she was born a little early, so she's needed a little extra love, we call it. And so she kind of cut her hours back, but she made $29,000 this last year, but the year before, before we were having the baby, she had made $65,000.
Okay, how do we get her making closer to six figures so we can knock this out quick?
Well, our daughter's fixing to we're waiting for the next doctor's appointment to come up. We're hoping that she can come off breathing treatments and whatnot, so we can hopefully free up Mama to be able to work
more hours. How much are you making?
Because I made $120 this last year.
Awesome. Okay, what do you do for work?
I guess we made almost. I'm a UPS driver.
Okay, is there room for overtime for you?
Oh yeah, I get plenty of it.
Okay, I think one or both of you get hustling as soon as this baby is healthy. Let's get this income up, because that's your greatest shot at getting rid of this debt faster than the interest is growing. Because it's just one loan, so there's really no debt snowball here. It's basically you're trying to knock out a mortgage.
Correct.
Can I say something cruel to you, Ethan?
Please.
I'm gonna put a worm in your ear, and you're gonna have to promise me that once you've paid this off, you're gonna take that worm out. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So one time I was, me and some buddies were going to a concert, and one of my buddies was an attorney, and we were all meeting at his house. And I got there early, which has never happened in human history. But I got there early, and we just plopped on the couch, and we ate some, and we watched an episode of Seinfeld. And we got up after that 30-minute episode, and he goes, well, that cost me $300 or something like that, because his billable hour rate was $600 an hour, whatever it was back then. And I remember looking at him thinking, that's a terrible way to live, right? And here I am now, I'm on 100% commission. I had that same thought sometimes, well, I just watched a whole football game, and I could have been, right? I want you, every time you're not on the clock, and you're not fully participating in your house, right? But I want you to think, man, that hour just I just donated this much more money in interest to that bank. And use that as fuel to say, I'm going to pick up 2 more extra hours in overtime today. I'm going to do an extra hour tomorrow. I'll come in for a half day on Saturday, because sitting on the couch, I refuse to sit on the couch and pay them $50 in interest for the privilege of watching whatever dumb show I just watched. You can't do this forever. It will melt you and your family. But for a season to get this stupid student loan out of your life, man, let that thing just wormhole its way into your brain.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to pay these banks. I'm not going to exchange, kicking my feet up to pay these banks some more money. I want them out of my life.
Do you guys have any other debt?
No, we're currently renting, which our rent's only $650 a month. So
that's great.
We're able to make we make some and all of our vehicles are paid for. The only thing we have is that big dog.
Okay, because here's what I'm thinking. You guys, if you make, let's say, $150 this year, if you really get after it, which is very doable, you probably clear $9,500 a month in take-home pay.
Yes, sir. So thereabouts, yeah.
So think about that. If you can live off a small portion of that, $3 or $4 grand, we can throw $5-6 grand at this debt. You're done in less than 2 years. You're talking 18 to 24 months max.
Yeah, then that's we actually even were trying. We were just talking the other night, and I guess we've kind of put it to the side for just saying we was going to come back and talk about it. We was actually trying to see what we could do in like the next 13 months. Like
I love that.
I love that.
Set a goal that scares you a little bit and excites you a whole lot.
Yeah, it excites me. It scares her. So I'm the one that's like, there's times where I might be like kind of dragging her along in all this.
Well,
but,
hold
but
on. She's
very
been
persistent.
pregnant for a year and had a
Yeah,
child
right,
with help.
right.
Like, don't drag her too. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Give her some grace.
Yeah,
It's been a
exactly.
tough year.
Yeah. And I can be a little too intense sometimes, which she tells me. It's like I'm the hare and she's the tortoise in life. So,
Well, you
it's a
got some
balance.
homework now, just figuring out how much can we really throw at the debt right now and how much can we throw at it when she's back to work full time.
Sure.
And then you can kind of get a timeline going and go, all right, 14 months, game on. We're getting this thing done.
Yes, sir.
And then stick to it. Hold each other accountable. Do the every dollar budget. And every month, you pay your 4 walls, your insurance. Anything other than that, it's going towards the debt.
Yes, sir. We love it.
That's it. I think you guys will get there. I have a lot of faith in you, and we're wishing you the best with the health of that little sweet baby.
George, I don't hear that very often. How, and you work through it with a ton of people through budgeting and helping them, like you do those webinars and stuff, like actually sitting with people and helping them work their budget. It seems to me that for me at least, the greatest path forward would be to say, I'm going to put a ridiculous month amount, right? 13 months, 15 months. And I'm going to reverse engineer that and say, okay, what must be true? What dollar amount would I have to come up with? And that to me feels like taking what feels like a big target on the side of a wall and making it like a laser target. Like, okay, I've got to get this many dollars this month. I can figure out how to do that.
Oh, yeah. And when you look at like a big mountain, like he's got 118 grand, it's hard to just look at it and go,
It's
yeah, we can knock that out
because
in
you
12
send
months.
$6,000 and it's like, oh, cool, 112, right? It's just feels so insurmountable.
Yeah, and so breaking it down into small chunks that you can see on paper. Because if we live off of 3,000, we will have 6,000 left over.
Yeah.
That's the fact. So I love focusing on the facts because debt is emotional. It's scary. You're going, we'll never pay this off. And they go, wait, you guys make amazing money. What if you just took control of that, did a budget, got in a plan, held each other accountable, and made it fun?
I know this is cheesy, but we had our Excel spreadsheets and we had all of our stuff. We did this before the EveryDollar app. But we went old school and made a construction paper chain.
Yes.
And I hung it in the bedroom.
Arts and crafts, baby.
I want to see this thing. I'm going to tear off a chain every week and just watching that thing get
You get
shorter.
below 6 figures, below 75
man.
grand, 50 grand, 25. It's like an auctioneer in reverse.
Watching that chain get shorter and shorter was awesome. Hey, what's up? This is Dr. John Deloney from Mama Bear Legal Forms. I spend a lot of time talking with people about anxiety, relationship challenges, and other heavy topics that keep us up at night. One thing I'm always telling everyone is this: peace does not come from avoiding hard things. It comes from facing hard things. And one of the hard things that we all face is our own mortality. Yep, we're all going to die someday. And if you've got kids or people you love, creating a will is one of the most important gifts you can give them. When I moved from Texas to Tennessee, one of the first things I did was set up my will through Mama Bear Legal Forms so that my family was protected in my new state. Mama Bear helps you make a clear, legally valid will in about 20 minutes with step-by-step guidance that makes it simple. If you're ready to love your family in a real, practical way, go to mamabearlegalforms.com and use promo code Ramsey to save 20%. That's mamabearlegalforms.com, code Ramsey.
Mortgage rates are starting to come down, and a lot of people are about to jump back in the housing market, so you need to be prepared and do it the Ramsey way. Contact Churchill Mortgage. Their Home Buyer Edge program lets you lock in your rate for 90 days, so if rates go up, you're protected. Or if rates go down, Churchill will drop yours automatically. And Churchill will back your offer with a $10,000 seller guarantee. So if your loan falls through, the seller still gets paid. That's how confident Churchill is. Plus, when you shop as a Churchill certified home buyer, it's stronger than pre-approval. It makes you look like a cash buyer, which makes your offer rise to the top. So don't let this moment pass you by. Go to churchillmortgage.com to get started today. That's ChurchillMortgage.com.
This is a paid advertisement. Home buyer edge and seller guarantee are available for qualifying borrowers and select loan types only and are not available in all states or locations. NMLS ID 1591, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
Imagine being excited about Mondays. What if, instead of waking up depressed and discouraged, you were actually excited for work? Knowing your purpose is the key to escaping your meaningless 9 to 5, to increasing your income, and to finding work you love. That's why I created the Get Clear assessment, to help you discover what you do best, what work you love to do, and the results that fire you up, and jobs that would be a tremendous fit for you. After completing this quick assessment, you'll finally learn what truly drives you, so Mondays don't have to suck ever again. The assessment will help you create a purpose statement so you can discover countless ways to do meaningful work in your career. The truth is, nothing's going to change until you decide to take action. And don't just take it from me. With over 100 5-star reviews, people just like you are getting clear on what they were born to do and finding work that gives them purpose. To order your Get Clear assessment, go to RamseySolutions.com today.
Are you wondering where your money goes every month? You work too hard to be living paycheck to paycheck. It's time to get gazelle intense about making a change, and we want to help you build a future you can be excited about. Our all-time best-selling book, The Total Money Makeover, is going to help you take control of your money. You'll learn 7 organized, easy-to-follow steps that will lead you out of debt, help you build wealth, and secure your future. Plus, you'll be inspired by the real-life stories from folks just like you who have learned how to put these principles into action and change their family tree. I've heard so many debt-free screams over the years from people that won with money, and so many of them started with this book. So what are you waiting for? It's time for your Total Money Makeover. Get it today in the online store at RamseySolutions.com. Or call us at 888-22-PEACE. That's RamseySolutions.com or 888-227-3223.
All right, let's go out to Columbia, South Carolina, and talk to Dustin. What's up, Dustin?
Hi, thank you for taking my call today.
Is your car okay, Dustin?
Yeah, you good?
I was rolling up the window.
Oh, there you go. Sweet, sweet.
My question is, do you risk setting yourself back on the baby steps and your goals to help family in need? Here's the situation. My dad lost his business last year, and ever since then it's been a process of losing just about everything. He is going to lose their car, the family car, and he came to me and asked if he could borrow one of my wife and I's cars. We have 2. We have a truck that I use for work and an SUV, a mid-sized SUV that my wife uses. Here's the thing that would complicate it. We have a baby. We have another baby coming in September, and that would, create its own problems with the growing family. Plus, my dad would likely need the car for probably the rest of the year, I'd say. Probably till at least around the time the baby comes, and my wife and I would look at saving for a new car.
Yeah,
we just finished baby step 3.
Let me take this off the table for you.
Yeah.
Y'all are not in a position to do this. Like at my house, I have an old farm truck. I could give that truck, I could loan somebody because I've got my car that I get to work with. My wife has the car that she gets to work with, and we both shuttle kids around. And I have an old farm truck that I loan out regularly. You don't have that.
No.
And so you're not in a position to, this isn't about setting yourself back. This is about your dad put a pretty heavy burden on you. And I don't know him. This could have been a manipulative move you've dealt with your whole life, or it could be a guy who's just at desperation level right now. But the reality is you don't have it to give.
Right.
You don't have it to give, and that's heartbreaking.
Now, you can help him work through this in other ways because he's probably in a cloudy spot right now, but it doesn't mean that we're going to be in the car giveaway business. So what happened to his vehicle? Did it get repoed? Did he have to sell it?
It's going to be. He doesn't have the money to dig out of the hole he's in, 2 payments behind, and he's upside down on it.
And when you say he lost the business, what does that mean?
The business, he had a lot of debt on the business equipment. It was a lawn and landscaping business. He had a large client that dropped him, and then he had another customer refuse to pay him about $15,000 of services last year. So
okay, but he has the equipment.
Gone.
He can sell off all of the equipment and hopefully
No, the
walk away with
equipment's
something.
Gone.
It's gone? What do you mean?
Everything's gone. Some of it was repossessed. Some of it he sold and paid off some of the loans. But he doesn't have any equipment left.
Okay, and what's he going to do for work, for income right now?
Right now, he's working at a hardware store, making about $20 an hour, but he has another job lined up now that'll pay him about twice that.
Great.
Starts in April.
So he's not just sitting on the couch feeling sorry for himself. He's out there hustling.
Yes.
Good deal.
Yes, he is.
That's noble. That's good. Good deal.
And what's his transportation right now? Is it still the car that's about to be repoed? And can we sell it before it gets repoed or catch up on payments and sell it?
I think it's about past that point.
Because what you could do if you wanted to is just catch him up on his payments so that he can go sell this thing, which is better than repo, which they're going to come after him for the deficit. They're going to go sell it at auction for way less than it's worth and then still come after him. And so you'd be in a better spot if you can help him catch up on payments to then sell it outright and make more for it.
Is this something that you would use your emergency fund for? Because that's
If I had a baby on the way, no. Because right now you got to protect your own family. They come first.
Yeah.
And so if I'm in your shoes, we're kind of in stork and storm mode right now, and Dad's in his own storm mode, and we all got to figure it out.
I would honor my dad by having if this is possible geographically, having a face-to-face conversation to say, Dad, like, I 100% get that you're in trouble, and I really honor the way, like, you're setting a good example for me as a young dad for when like life throws you a whole bunch of curveballs in a row. You put on your belt and you went to a hardware store, right? Like that's honorable. And I got a new baby on the way. I've got a youngster. I'm not in a position, both financially or with vehicles, to help you out, man. And it breaks my heart, but I'm just not in a position to do that. That face-to-face, man-to-man conversation, assuming he's not going to throw a temper tantrum and he'll actually hear you, right? I have a rule that I only have conversations if somebody can hear me. Right, and if they're angry or frustrated or think I owe them or whatever would be in the case here, you can decide whether you'd have that. But that would be a neat way to honor him, to say, hey, I want you to know I see and I'm proud of you, and I simply don't have it to help with right now.
Do you know the deficit on his payments, the exact number?
$2,700.
Goodness gracious. So this is more than two payments, unless this is a giant payment.
It is two payments. It is over $1,300 payment.
Goodness gracious.
And so I don't have it.
Yeah. And hey, let me tell you this. There's a psychologist out of New York. Her name is Becky Kennedy, and she's a friend of mine. And she gave me this new definition of guilt I want to pass to you. She said, often what we call guilt is not that at all. Guilt is a feeling that's inside of our chest that's right and good when we violate our own values, right? You haven't violated your own values here. That guilt that you think you're feeling, you're trying to take his sadness and his franticness and his fear, and you're trying to manage that for him, and you can't do that, right? And so it's you saying, I'm not violating any of my core values. I'm doing what's right for me and for my wife and for my young child and the child that's about to be here. And I'll sit with you while you have these feelings, these big feelings of fear and terror and embarrassment and shame, all that stuff that he's feeling. But I can't hold that for you. I'll sit there with you, but I can't carry it for you. And I know all of this. You're talking to two guys who love their own dads. I know this is heavy for you.
Yeah.
But you know what else it is? It's a line in the sand where you go, I want to be in the position to where if this ever happened again, I could help.
Right.
And I wouldn't flinch. It would be such a small part of our world that I get to help the family that I love, and it wouldn't set us back. And so this is one of those things where you start to run away from the decisions that your parents have made. Not the character. He sounds like he's a great guy, but as far as the decisions and the financial place he put himself in, highly leveraged, and running a business that he still is going to owe a bunch of debt on, I'm never going to put myself in that position. I'm going to pay cash for things. I'm not going to owe other people money.
And this is the other side. When we talk about financial freedom, I don't do a great job of talking beyond my own house, right? Like, I want my house to have peace. But part of my house having peace is knowing I can help folks out when I think it's the right thing to do, right? And so this is yet another encouragement for you and your wife to stay the course. Y'all have paid off everything you own. You've got yourself an emergency fund saved up. You got a new baby on the way. We're going to continue to walk these baby steps all the way out. And I want to be in a position one day that, come what may, I can help out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me just, you're a good son, man.
Really?
He's lucky to have you.
Yeah.
Regardless if you can fund his misbehavior, he's so lucky to have a guy who cares this much about his old man, willing to walk through this with him.
You're a good son. And by drawing this line here and having the courage to have a face-to-face with him, you're also showing courage and honor for your family too, your wife and your two young kids.
Well, thank you for that.
It's an honor to talk to you. Okay.
Thanks, and I love your book, Building a Non-Anxious Life.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think the hard part about building an unanxious life is these moments. It's not. It's simple, but it's real hard in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. Keep going doing the next right thing, man. George, this one's hard. This is one of those and again, we should probably talk about this more. This is the give like no one else, right?
Yeah.
This is I've taken care of my family and my bills. I drive this vehicle, or we live in this size house, or we don't go out to eat this often because it's more valuable to us to have a pot of money that when one of the people we love gets in a pickle, we can sit down and
the weak
help
can't
them
help
out.
the weak. So you get to a place of strength, it gives you a lot of opportunity to make impact.
Hey, it's Dave Ramsey. How many times have you started January saying, this is the year I'm going to get rid of my debt. This is the year I'm finally going to get my money under control. But then the months go by and nothing changes. And you still feel broke. You work too hard to keep living like that. But there's only one way to move the needle on your finances this year. You've got to have a plan. So start by downloading Every Dollar. Every Dollar is way more than our world-class budgeting app. In 15 minutes, we'll build you a personalized plan to free up extra margin in your budget and use it to beat debt and build wealth. You'll find thousands of dollars on average just the first day, and that's a big win right out of the gate. And you'll get new steps and new lessons every day that help you stay on track and create unstoppable momentum. Don't waste one more day feeling broke and stressed. Get your plan in just 15 minutes by downloading Every Dollar for.
This is Alan Barnard, and this volunteer spotlight shines on the Michael Trebert chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, or DAR. These patriotic volunteers honor veterans in Clallam County through their remembrance, service, and education. At community gatherings, they remember those who gave their lives for freedom and honor all who have served. They further support veterans by providing refreshments, laying wreaths, helping at stand-down events, cleaning cemetery markers, and attending local veterans' burials. Above all, year-round, they teach the next generation the lasting value of our military and their sacrifices. To volunteer for the DAR, contact Judy Tordini at 360-460-2346. It's said that service is the rent we pay for our space on Earth. That's why we present this volunteer spotlight, sponsored by Port Angeles Realty.
Hi, this is Drew from Anime Cat in downtown Port Angeles. Winter's starting to freeze and it's time to stay inside and have fun. Anime Cat has card games, board games, family games, video games, and the largest selection of anime and manga on the Olympic Peninsula. Looking for something new to try? Ask about our board game rental library or join one of our in-store events. Want a quiet night at home or a social night out? Anime Cat has options for both. Stop in and find your next hobby at Anime Cat. We're open every day a half block west of the downtown Port Angeles Fountain.
Here's a look at what's happening. Through February 23rd, North Olympic Library System's Big Movie Watch is underway. You can stream across the universe. You can do that free with your NOLS library card. Coming up on February 20th, the Flying Karamazov Brothers Juggle Till You Drop will be at Field Arts and Events Hall. Tickets still available. That show starts at 7 o'clock. The Olympic Pickleball Tournament at Roosevelt Elementary School gets started on February 21st, 8 a.m. till 2 p.m., free to attend and watch. Also coming up Saturday, Port Townsend Community Dance at the Quimper Grange. Doors open up at 7:15, dancing 7:30 till 10. The Rainbow Girls Tolo Dance at the Port Angeles Masonic Temple runs 7 till 10 for grades 6 through 8 locally on Saturday. And the Elks Riders 353 Mardi Gras fundraiser is at the Port Angeles Naval Elks Lodge Ballroom from 6 to 10. Tickets available at the door for that event on Saturday night. Grief Share Grief Recovery classes begin February 23rd. They'll run weekly through May 18th at Independent Bible Church in the Family Life Center, 6:30 p.m. for each session. Contact IBC for more information. Wanda Fuca Harmony has a guest night at Sunland Golf and Country Club in Sequim. That's going to be February 24th, 6:30 p.m. Come check them out. No experience required. National Geographic Live Adventures in Caving with Robbie Schoen will be coming February 26th to Field Arts and Events Hall. That starts at 7 o'clock. Bloodworks Northwest is having a blood drive at the Lower Elwha Clallam Tribe on February 27th from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And also there at the Clallam Tribe's Gymnasium, the Planting Seeds of Health Wellness Fair. It runs from 3 to 6 p.m. Port Scandalous Roller Derby is having their season opener versus West Sound on February 28th. That'll be at the Boys and Girls Club in Sequim. 5:30 that bout starts. And that's a look at what's happening.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. A small New York wine exporter, toy makers in Illinois and Virginia, some who were plaintiffs in the case, say they're happy and relieved that the Supreme Court struck down what was hurting their businesses, President Trump's reciprocal tariffs. A 6-justice majority saying the Constitution states only Congress can approve tariffs. President Trump sharply and personally criticizing the justices, especially Gorsuch and Barrett, who he picked, and voted against him.
I think it's an embarrassment to their families. You want to know the truth, the two of them.
Mr. Trump announcing a new 10% global tariff under a different section of federal law that is more temporary, restrictive, and requires an investigation. Wall Street indexes closed higher. Federal health officials report 26 states are still seeing either very high or high numbers of flu-like illnesses. Total measles cases in the U.S. nearly 1,000, over 980, says the CDC. This is ABC News.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Slight chance of rain this afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 41. Winds out of the northeast around 5 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight, slight chance of rain. Lows dip down to about 33. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Currently, it's 39 degrees.
Let's go talk to Monica in Indianapolis. What's up, Monica?
Hi, how are you guys?
I'm good. What's up with you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking my call. I love you. And my sister loves you, George.
Oh, that's sweet.
Why doesn't your sister love me? All right. I get it. I get it.
Teach his
It's been happening since high school. All right. So what's up?
I've been having conflict with my husband. I work full-time, he works full-time, and then he also has a second job that's part-time, And we've been thus far using his income from his part-time job as extra principal payments towards the mortgage. But he now, starting in March, wants to use that income towards investing in crypto. And I'm not on...
Well, that's an oxymoron.
Awesome.
I'm not on board, and we just have a lot of conflict on it. So I wanted to get your guys' thoughts. I'm a bit afraid of being controlling because I grew up in a home where my mother was very controlling and wore the pants in the house, and I don't want to be like that.
you're not being controlling. If my wife said, hey, I know we got debt to pay down, I'm going to go gamble in Vegas instead. Are you okay with that? I think it's wise as a spouse to say, that's not a good idea. Those are opposing goals.
What about the last 2 months with crypto has made your husband be like, you know what, I think I need to get in on this?
I know he has a friend who's in on it, and he claims, and this friend claims that he's very successful in it.
Recently successful? Because it went down 50%.
50%. It's lost 50% of its value in the last 2 months.
Which makes me think, well, maybe he's trying to buy the dip. Everyone's going, now's the time, man. It's going to climb back up to 100,000, and maybe it does. I'm not here to, play back the tape a year from now and be wrong. That's fine. I just think there's a guaranteed outcome of paying down your mortgage. There's a guaranteed interest rate, which is your mortgage interest rate that you're making by paying down this mortgage. So really what this is, there's a difference in risk tolerance, and you guys have different definitions of winning. So you're just not on the same page. You value different things right now in your marriage.
Okay.
So it's really a conversation about unity. And he thinks, well, this is our path to financial freedom. And you're going, nope, my financial freedom looks like less risk, not more.
And keeping this conversation, the fight about crypto, you're never going to get below the surface of the water. Y'all are going to make a lot of splashes, and you're going to take in a lot of water up your nose. But you're never going to get to the actual issue, which is under the water, which is, hey, we made an agreement that we wanted to never owe anybody any money again. And you're violating that agreement.
Okay.
And that's the real issue. This is a trust issue, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And often, I wonder if your mom ended up wearing the pants because that's who she was, or if she ended up because over time she felt like she had to.
Yeah, I still don't want to be like that because I unfortunately resent her way more than my dad when it comes to what they did with me financially as a child.
I got that, and that's why it's imperative for you to not fight this on the surface. Don't engage in a proxy war. This is not about crypto. This is about him feeling like you can't tell me what to do. This is about him feeling bored. This is him feeling
prideful,
FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. And this is about you saying, hey, we made a deal. And you're violating our core, have the true conversations underneath the thing.
Okay.
But just for whatever it's worth, George and I are 100% on your side on this one.
Oh, thank you.
I've never won against a crypto bro yet, so just know I don't think this is going to be easy to win him over because he is so convinced that you guys are missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Right?
And George gave you the best. I just view this as sitting at a blackjack table in Vegas, and the house has won 4 times in a row, and the guy next to you is like, dude, they can't win 5. This is it. Let's go all in. Put all your chips on. And they might, right? Maybe you win this time, but maybe you don't.
I just talked to a caller. The wife found out about some financial infidelity. He took out a HELOC, $250,000, put it into crypto, lost it all.
Wow.
He claims he hit the sell short button instead of sell, which we all know is a lie. And so this is what it leads to. I'm not saying this will be your husband, but there's a level of fear, greed, pride that lead to the risk meter being broken, which leads to
desperation,
really bad financial problems. Yeah. And so paying off your house, nobody calls in saying, oh my gosh, worst decision of our life. We are deeply in debt. They're not. You're debt free. And so it's an opposing goal that you guys have. And I would get to the bottom of it. Say, hey, what are you really hoping crypto will do for us? Is it quick wealth? Is it freedom? Is it the security? Is it FOMO? And then share your why. Hey, paying off the house for me makes me feel safe, makes me feel stable. And the security matters more to me than the potential of making money.
And if you want to be a gangster, you can say, hey, we pay this house off and we get this much cash in the bank.
You can use all your fun money to buy some crypto. I like that compromise.
Here's $25,000 to go buy as much crypto as you think you can get. Or
once we're in baby step 7 and we're already investing 15% of our income into retirement,
now we can go play.
Now you can use your fun money to go do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much is left on the mortgage?
$244,000.
Okay, and how much are you guys paying extra right now? Like, what's your total payment?
Our mortgage payment is $2,400, and we've been paying double.
Nice, $4,800.
Yes, correct.
That's awesome. And so, based on that timeline, when will you guys pay this off?
If we keep paying double, it would be paid off
4 years
within the next 6 years.
Okay. My guess is he goes, man, 6 years is a long time to be paying double. It would be easier if I could 10x my money and put it into crypto, and then we could pay off the mortgage. Is that his thinking?
I think so, yes.
He wants to shortcut this and speed up the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I always go back to this proverb because it's so grounding for me. It's Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. And you know what? You know what get rich quick is? It's wealth gained hastily. And when you do it little by little, you tend to lower your risk, increase your peace, and you stick with it. You're not going to make any rash decisions when you worked really hard to get this money or pay down the debt. You're not going back in because you sacrificed for it.
I can't imagine how many people who have leveraged their souls and watched it all get cut in half the last couple of months.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a penny in crypto, but even it makes my stomach hurt just thinking.
It's 24/7. At least the stock market closes. You could be up at 3 a.m. watching it go up and down.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's just not worth. I got other things to be anxious about. Don't need one more to add to the list. I'm good. I got a dog on 2 legs right now, so let's worry about the real things.
You got a dog
life.
on wheels.
That's true. He does have a wheelchair now. Thanks, John, for bringing it up. Appreciate that.
Not a lot of people can say, hey, you know what? I got a dog on wheels.
At least it's not a Tesla.
You have one of those, too.
I do.
0
for 2.
Even better.
Oh,
what else
man.
you got, George?
I don't have any crypto, so that's the good news. But here's the thing. People think we are anti-crypto. What we are is anti-get-rich-quick, anti-greed, anti-pride, anti-destroying your marriage.
Anti-doing things out of order.
Yeah. There's a time and a place to
Get
have
as much
fun.
crypto as you want after you have taken the existential risk of your home getting taken away, of your cars getting taken away, of your ability to take care of your family getting taken away.
Replace this with sports betting, whatever you want.
Right.
It's just there's a risk here. It's speculation. It's unwise, and it's not investing. And there's way better ways to access peace.
Yeah, all day long.
You know, I get lots of questions about ID theft since it's a huge problem. Most people just worry about financial fraud, which is a big mistake. Tax refund fraud, for example, is out of control. Last year, the IRS paid out over $10 billion in fraudulent refunds. Thieves are stealing your refunds. They're also hacking into accounting and tax preparer firms to steal your personal information and use it for all kinds of fraudulent activities that aren't detected by pricey credit monitoring and prevention plans. That's why Xander's ID theft plan is the only one I've ever recommended or used. They cover all types of ID theft, including tax refund fraud. Plus, they take over the work if you become a victim, protecting your money if you get hacked. They even protect your kids for free on their family plan. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282. It's just the smartest, most affordable way to go.
Now is the time to get the proven plan millions have used to get control of their money with Dave Ramsey's national best-selling books, The Total Money Makeover and Baby Steps Millionaires. You'll learn the 7 baby steps to crush debt and save in The Total Money Makeover. And when you're ready to invest and build wealth, dive into Baby Steps Millionaires. This is your proven and surefire plan to build a legacy. Go to RamseySolutions.com/store to order your books today. RamseySolutions.com/store.
Folks, are you not very excited when you drive to work on Monday morning? Do you feel like you're stuck in the daily grind, just going through the motions without doing work you're truly passionate about? Well, you're not alone. Nearly 70% of Americans are not engaged in their jobs, and I've been there too. I know how frustrating that can be, but you don't have to be one of the 70% anymore. I'm Ken Coleman, an author, speaker, and radio show host at Ramsey Solutions. And if you want to find a job you love, then my book, The Proximity Principle, can help. This book will give you a simple, proven strategy for getting in the right places and around the right people who will connect you to the work you're meant to do. You'll learn how to network the right way, build relationships with experts and mentors, find organizations that will help you grow, and more. This strategy has worked for me, and it's worked for thousands of people who've called into my show. Now it's time for you to take the next step toward work you love. Visit RamseySolutions.com/store today to get your copy of The Proximity Principle. That's RamseySolutions.com/store.
All right, folks. Dave Ramsey here. I know you want to have a healthy nest egg when you retire, but the stock market's been all over the place, so a lot of you just don't know what to do about investing right now. It's time to stop worrying and get confident about your investing choices. One of the best things you can do is sit down with someone like a SmartVestor Pro for an investing checkup. These pros understand the market and keep up with the trends. They care about you and your money and will take the time to walk you through this stuff. Don't just take my word for it. Nearly 70% of millionaires have used an investing pro to help achieve their net worth. To connect with a SmartVestor Pro in your area and get confident about your investing plan, go to RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor. Again, RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Ramsey Solutions is a paid, non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
If you have a simple tax situation, like you haven't had any major life changes or big investments, you got to use Ramsey Smart Tax. Ramsey Smart Tax is affordable and keeps filing simple. Plus, it has built-in support in case you need a little help. I run my taxes through it every year before I send it off to CPA, and it is awesome. It's easy, it's perfect, it's good. Filing early means getting the best deals, and you can get that tax stress off your shoulders. So as soon as you can get all your tax documents, go to RamseySolutions.com/SmartTax and start filing. Let's go to Manchester, New Hampshire, and talk to Terry. What's up, Terry?
Hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course. Thanks for calling. What's up?
So I'm just looking for a little bit of advice. I'm 60 years old. I just ended a career in which I'm receiving a pension, and I've started a second career, which I'm hoping to work for about the next 10 years. And I'm just wanting to make sure I'm on the right track as far as what I should be investing over the next 10 years.
Very cool. What's your new side hustle? I mean, it's not even a side hustle. What's your new career?
Yeah, I'm consulting.
Excellent.
So I started an LLC. I'm debt-free except for my house. I only owe about $60 on my house. But all I have right now is that pension. It's about $47,000 a year. And I know that's not going to be enough. And I'll tell you, I don't have anything else because of a couple of things. First, I just found you guys a few years ago. But I also have a special needs adult son. So he's in his 30s, so throughout the years when, things come up, and every time I think I have a little bit of money to set aside, something comes up, right? So then I have to spend, or I do spend. So here I am, and I'm getting a little worried because he continues to have needs. But I just want to make sure I'm on the right track. So I have a $47,000 pension. My gross income is about $130 to $150 a year. I have expenses from my business of about $30K, I'd say. And I'm just trying to figure out how much do I put aside, how much do I try to invest between now and then to feel comfortable. I feel like it should be my goal should be about $300,000
in an investment account.
Yeah.
Okay, at 70. So that's your goal. And you still have the mortgage, and the goal for I would say let's go into retirement completely debt free, house and everything. And so I would be investing 15% of your awesome income while paying down extra on the house. And in no time, you're going to pay off that house.
Okay.
with this income, right? In the next few years, it's gone. Which
Mhm.
means the following
Yeah, I
7
think
years,
so.
we can now max out retirement options like, for you, a self-employed person, a solo 401k.
So I tried to ask my tax person and my investment guy about that, and they both were just like, you don't need that. Those are complicated.
What did they say you need?
They have me right now in a, I rolled some 403B money into a SEP IRA.
Okay, that works too.
Um,
I like the solo 401k because the contribution limits are massive, especially for someone your age, because you have catch-up contributions.
mhm.
So you're talking, I think it's 80 grand this year for someone in your shoes,
Okay.
which is insane. You can really catch up on retirement with those kind of numbers, and so I would look into that as an option.
Okay.
On top of your IRA.
Terry, I'm going to ask George a question on your behalf, okay? He's smarter than I am at this stuff. So, Terry, how old are you again?
60.
60. All right, George. My gut tells me that if I was in her situation and I suddenly I created $130,000 to $150,000 in extra value, right? So in New Hampshire, I'm going to guess you'll take home 80 of that after taxes, and then you're going to have 30 of that off the top. So you're going to have $50,000. I would feel an intense internal pressure to not put a penny in retirement until I could just throw everything and get that house taken off. Clear my house at 60 grand, work maniacally to get that risk taken off. So I've got that taken care of. And then I would spend the next however many years just sucking every penny away and trying to live off that 47. Could I find a world where I just condensed my expenses, my travel, all that kind of stuff, lived off that pension, and I just started saving everything? Is that bad?
I wouldn't say it's bad. I think either way, if you did it on paper, you'll kind of get to that finish line either way. But if you're tracking through the baby steps, it's 15% until the house is paid off, and then we're maxing out retirement. And so I like the idea of you flexing this investment muscle because you really haven't. It's been the pension the whole time. And so you'll get used to not seeing that money in your bank account. Instead, it's going towards your future. And I can crunch the numbers for you here. Let's say you pay off the house in 3 years. Could you pay it off by 63, put 20 grand a year towards it?
Yeah, I can.
And then after that, the mortgage is freed up. On top of the money you can throw, how much could you throw a month after that if you keep making what you're making? 3 grand a month?
I mean, at least.
Okay, so 3 grand a month from 63 to 70, you'll have $362,000 at our 10% rate of return.
And then I just let that sit, really.
Yeah, if you let it sit, I mean, what we've seen in the stock market, it's the rule of 72, it'll double. If you get a 10% rate of return, that money would double every 7.2 years. So if you didn't need it, you could live off of your pension for a few years. It's just going to continue to grow. And if that's in a Roth 401k, it's going to be completely tax-free because you used after-tax dollars to fund it.
Okay.
So think about that. It's like net income, 360 grand.
And then if you create a special needs trust.
Doable. This isn't like pie in the sky.
No, I would tell you if you are way out of line. But you told me your goal is 300 grand in that investment account plus your pension. You will be okay.
Okay.
And if you do 4 grand a month, you'll have
3
483 grand. And so you can play around with the numbers using our investment calculator to kind of figure out what that future is going to look like.
And I would create a special needs trust for my child that if something happened.
Okay, I'll need to find out more about that because I feel like I never have enough money to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I would dig into that. But if you end up with $400K in retirement funds, or retirement accounts, plus your pension, and I don't know how pensions work with trust and with special needs trust. I don't know whether it would be transferable or not.
There's survivor benefits, something like that.
But I would dig in and get every bit of that information. And by the way, some of that panic is the wrong word, but that growing, gnawing, it's tiny right now, but it's getting bigger, that sense of angst, right? Like you're 60 and then you're going to blink and you're going to be 70 and your special needs child will be 40. That it feels like guilt almost, like I need to take care of him. What am I doing? I didn't make enough money. And you start, like, a lot of that type of angst is quenched when you have real information.
John, you hit the nail on the head with that because that's what I'm feeling a little bit frantic about.
Yes.
That exact thing you just said.
So finding somebody and saying, I want to learn about this, and here's the words I use now. I want you to teach me like I'm a ninth grader. And I ask folks that about any purchase I'm making, if I'm going on a hunting trip, if I want to learn about this electric circuit thing, I want to learn how to work on a lawnmower, I ask people, teach this to me like I'm in ninth grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk away learning how to actually do this thing.
Okay.
And at least, even if there's no way you're going to leave that conversation feeling great, right? Like, oh, he's going to be like, you're going to realize, oh, I got a decade's worth of work to do. But you'll have real information and an actual lit path on what direction to take.
Okay.
I think you're going to feel a whole lot better when this is knocked out. I would reach out to a couple of state attorneys in your area and just get a feel and go with the one that you like, that you trust, and have them explain it to you and have them walk you through what is this going to cost to set up. It might be a few $1,000, but you will sleep so much better at night knowing that you've taken care of your family and now we're on track for retirement.
And, George, this goes when it comes to finances, when it comes to retirement, when it comes to future, that angst that we all feel. And the closer you get to the third and fourth quarter of your life, the bigger that anxiety gets. You cannot avoid it or work around it. There's one path only, and it's through it, right? And often that path is lit with real information. And so getting real information on a special needs trust, using the Ramsey retirement calculator to say, how many dollars will equal this many dollars, right?
Getting facts on paper, because your emotions will cloud your judgment and you'll just feel overwhelmed.
All the time. And facts on paper give you a path forward.
If you want to win with money in 2026, you can't keep living normal. Normal's broke. You need a plan. Get a personalized plan and start living like no one else by downloading our Every Dollar app today. Most people just drift through life with their money, but winning with money is intentional. It's a choice you make every single day. That's why I love Fair Winds Credit Union. They've built tools for people who don't want gimmicks or games. Their Smart Bundle includes a high-yield savings account to help your emergency fund grow, and their Spend Smart checking account won't nickel and dime you to death with fees like other banks. Plus, it comes with the Ramsey Be Weird debit card, which says debt is normal, be weird, right on the front of it. And every time you use it, it's a reminder. You control your money, not the other way around. Fair Winds Credit Union is for people who are serious about taking control of their money. So if you're ready to stop drifting and start building wealth on purpose, open your Smart Bundle today at fairwinds.org/Ramsey and get the Ramsey Be Weird debit card.
The North Peninsula's news, the North Peninsula's talk. News Radio KONP, Port Angeles Squim, a Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. I almost cried, and it's like winning a gold medal. Those reactions from a small New York wine exporter and an Illinois toy maker, both plaintiffs in the case, saying they're relieved that the Supreme Court struck down what was hurting their businesses, President Trump's reciprocal tariffs. A 6-justice majority saying the Constitution states only Congress can approve tariffs. President Trump sharply and personally criticizing the justices, especially Gorsuch and Barrett, who he picked and voted against him.
I think it's an embarrassment to their families. You want to know the truth, the two of them.
And he didn't stop there.
They're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats, and not that this should have anything at all to do with it. They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution.
Mr. Trump announcing a new 10% global tariff under a different section of federal law that is more temporary, restrictive, and requires an investigation. That 10% is lower than some of the tariffs he's slapped on certain countries. Federal health officials report 26 states are still seeing either very high or high numbers of flu-like illnesses. They estimate there have been at least 24 million illnesses and 20,000 deaths. Total measles cases in the U.S. are nearly 1,000, says the CDC. It's only February, and there were a record-breaking 2,200-plus cases last year. More on the arrest, charging, then release of Britain's former Prince Andrew and the investigation of his connection to Jeffrey Epstein. In London, ABC's Maggie Ruley.
They are still searching his home today. They've been searching his home for more than 36 hours at this point. There are some reports they could keep searching it for days. You know, what they're looking for, police haven't quite revealed, but clearly that is a very extensive search. Met Police also just came out with a statement saying that they're also contacting and interviewing former bodyguards of the former prince.
ABC's Maggie Ruley, you're listening to ABC News.
We'll admit, we've already thrown in the towel on the New Year's resolution.
Yeah, and we made it through dry January. But one healthy new habit we're sticking with is Active Liver from New Nordic. Did you know your liver works around the clock processing food, sugar, alcohol, and everyday toxins? All things that can really impact your health.
That's why daily support matters. Active Liver is designed to help protect normal liver function and support your body's natural detox process.
With trusted ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and artichoke extract, it's gentle enough to take all year long.
No harsh cleanses, no extreme detoxes, just simple daily liver support. We really feel the difference.
Yup, more energy and the peace of mind knowing we can enjoy the good things in life while giving our liver the love it needs.
Active Liver is available online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com. Or you can find it in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now Active Liver is available at your local GNC.
Wall Street was not rocked by the Supreme Court striking down President Trump's tariffs. The major indexes closed higher. There were flips between small gains and losses before the ruling, following discouraging reports showing slowing growth for the U.S. economy, less than a 2% gain for the gross domestic product at the end of last year, and faster inflation, recalling over 3 million pounds of frozen, not ready-to-eat chicken fried rice products that may be contaminated with glass. Ajinomoto Foods, North America, Portland, Oregon. A big new banner flying at the Department of Justice, says ABC's Jay O'Brien in Washington.
This is a banner emblazoned with President Trump's face with the words, "Make America Safe Again." It's right outside the DOJ. There is no other documented example that we can find of something like this at the Department of Justice. And it's one of the most prominent instances of how the president has continued to erode the separation that's supposed to be between the DOJ, which is designed for decades to be apolitical, and the White House.
In a statement, the Justice Department said it is proud to celebrate 250 years of our great country and our historic work to make America safe again at President Trump's direction. The much anticipated but never guaranteed U.S.-Canada showdown for gold